Thank you very much. At this time, we are going to call.
And welcome to the Delcastle Invitational Finals for 2022. After a year off from COVID, the Delcastle Invitational is back. A lot of ranked wrestlers here in the tournament, a lot in the finals. We've had some upsets along the way. We'll talk about them as they actually get started. We're going to start at 106 pounds today, this afternoon. And we're going to see Gavin Mundy, the freshman, unranked from Delaware Military Academy, 13-5 on the year. He was the #1 seed. And he'll go up against the #2 seed, Cliff Backus, the 8th grader from Carrville Academy, 6-3, currently ranked #4 in the Delaware Live high school rankings. Joining me shortly will be Nick Alessandrini as our start time got moved up about an hour and a half early, as they're going to run all the championship matches at one time. And here comes our first two wrestlers at 106 pounds in the white, gray, and burgundy singlet is Cliff Backus, the 8th grader out of Carrville Academy, ranked #4 in the state. And in the all blue, representing Delaware Military, Gavin Mundy, the freshman, 13-5 on the season. And we're underway here at the Delcastle Invitational. Again, joining me shortly will be Nick Alessandrini, the former St. Mark Spartan, state finalist. Monday, as we said, is not ranked, but he's in on a single leg. And Backus able to get the leg back, fight it off. Mundy keeping good head position here with the underhook on the right side, and they separate, no score. Shot by Backus to the edge. And Backus is going to take him out of bounds. No score with 1:23 to go here in the first period. Shot by Backus. Sprawl and reshot by Mundy. He gets in, but Backus with the double underhooks here, dead in the center of the mat. 1:08 to go here in the first period at 106 pounds. The first bout of the night at the Delcastle Invitational Finals. And now Mundy in on the right leg of Backus. 42 seconds to go here in the first period. He's going to try to bring it up and table it. Backus putting on a hand fight, and we're going to be potentially dangerous. 34 seconds on the restart. No score here yet at 106 pounds. First bout of the night. Shot by Backus. Sprawl. Front headlock position by Mundy. Approaching 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Reshot as they go head-to-head right in the center of the mat. Backus with the underhook on the left side. Approaching 10 seconds to go here in the first period. Shot by Backus as time expires. 0-0 here at the end of the first period. We'll move to the second period after a short break to give the wrestlers a chance to get a little bit of air with those masks on. Delaware, one of the few states wrestling with masks. So Mundy's going to take the bottom position.
St. George's
Tight waist angle. Gets him right back to the mat. Does Mundy. As we said, Mundy not ranked in the current Delaware Live rankings. That will change this week with his upset victory over Isaac Soto Perez of Sussex Tech. Was ranked number 6, 5-4 victory. And Bacchus gets the first points on the board. And goes up 1-0. Mundy back in on that right leg. And going to bring it up mid-level. And Bacchus able to get the foot back down to the mat. Shot by Mundy. In on the right leg again. Bacchus able to keep the hips away. On the edge here. Bacchus with a 1-0 lead in the second period. Bacchus thigh pry here on the near side. Pushing the head away, trying to go behind to get 2 with 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Mundy drives up with a double. Takes it on the edge. And we're going to go out of bounds, no score. .22 on the restart. And now it'll be the end of the second period. 1-0 lead for Bacchus. And third period underway with Mundy taking the bottom position. He trails 1-0 here. We're at 106 pounds. The first bout of the championship finals here at Delcastle Invitational. Coming up mid-match will be the Surf Bagel trivia question. Remember, you have to put your answer in the chat log. Surf Bagel trivia question. Win a $25 gift certificate to the Surf Bagel. And then our Iononi specialty sandwich match of the night is going to be 126 pounds with Luke Poor and Brandon Carr, ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state at 126 pounds. Mundy sits out, leaves the arm behind, and Bacchus able to recover. Bacchus reached the finals with a pin over Jaden Ellis of William Penn, freshman, or correction, sophomore. Bacchus 6-3 on the season. Mundy 13-5. Bacchus here with a power half on the left side. 50 seconds to go in the third period. Bacchus with a 1-0 lead. And they go out of bounds with 41 seconds. Bacchus able to break him down. 35 to go here. Bacchus making that escape in the second period stand here with a 1-0 lead. .15 to go. Bacchus looking for some backs here. Gets one swipe, but not enough. Now reaches between it for the ball and chain. They're on the edge with 5 seconds to go. And Bacchus with the 1-0 lead win at 106 pounds. It's going to move us to 113. Now 113 pounds. We moved number 1 ranked defending state champion Eddie Radecki for Caravel in this gray and white. And he's up against number 2 ranked Cam Davis of Slasianum, 15-6 on the season. These two ranked number 1 and number 2 in the Delaware Live wrestling rankings. Radecki was a state champion last year as an 8th grader. Minute to go here, first period, no score. Radecki a 3-2 win in the semifinals over Matt Meadows of St. George's. Radecki with a takedown with 1 second left in the match. Davis reached with a 3-1 overtime victory over Julian Rapano of Delcastle. .19 seconds go in the period, no score. Wrestlers tie up near the edge. Radecki with a sweep to the right leg. And out of bounds, no score here at the end of the first period. Number 1 and number 2 in the state here at 113 pounds. Cam Davis out of Slasianum. Radecki out of Caravel. These two will meet probably several times this year. That will be an independent conference matchup. Radecki, a tough wrestler on top. Looking to be Delaware's first 5-time state champion, as he won 106 last year. As an 8th grader this year as a freshman at 113 pounds, currently ranked number 1 in the state. Davis ranked number 2. This tournament had the top 4 ranked wrestlers in the state in their weight class, as Meadows was ranked number 4 and Rapano was ranked number 3. Davis attempts to Granby out. Kenny Krieger, your referee in this match. Under a minute to go, 45 seconds, still no score here at 113 pounds. Your champion at 106, Cliff Backus with the 1-0 victory. Davis almost has the hips clear, but Radecki able to go back behind and cover. 33 seconds to go here in the second period at 113 pounds. Radecki with the cross wrist, approaching 20 to go. And goes for a hazard roll, gets a 1 count, and that's all he's going to get. No backs for Radecki. And that's going to move us to the third period. No score here, 113 pounds. I'm Benny Mitchell with Delaware Live Sports, live from Delcastle High School in Wilmington, Delaware. Coming up in 2 matches will be our Ionies match of the night. Not just a sub shop. Ionies sub sandwich shop powered by beef. And third period underway. No score here between the number 1 and number 2 ranked wrestlers in the state. Looks like Radecki looking for a Peterson roll. And Davis with the side headlock on top. Radecki able to clear the hips here. And now he sits, turns in, has the leg, subs up. Radecki comes to his feet, looking to get the reversal, and does. That's 2 on the board for Eddie Radecki, defending Delaware State champ. Minute to go here in the third period. Radecki with the ball and chain, looking to go with a little tilt here. And Cam Davis comes to his feet, clears the wrist, turns, and looking for one here, 24 seconds to go. Looking for the go-behind to tie up this match. He trails 2-0, 15 seconds to go in the match. And he gets the one. Last 10 seconds of the match, 2-1 lead for Radecki. They're on their feet. And again, able to go behind with 1 second on the clock is Eddie Radecki. He gets the 4-1 victory at 113 pounds. And he is your Delcastle Invitational champion. And now joining me mat side is Nick Alessandrini.
Benny,
Nick, quick ride for you up here, huh?
It was right down the street, thank goodness. You know,
Right.
I put my phone down for a minute and a lot can change.
So coming up, we're here at 120 pounds, but coming up at 126 is going to be our match of the night, Nick. We're talking about the Ionies Specialty Sandwiches match of the night. It's going to be number 1 versus number 2 at 126 pounds. Luke Poor, the 2-time state champ, 5th at the Beast out of Caravel, and Brandon Carr out of Archmere, transfer down from Malvern Prep. So should be a big and exciting match for us as we move to 120 pounds. And this is Tommy Murray of William Penn, 5th at 106 last year. He's 12-3 on the season. He's up against Colin Honecker of Salesianum, 10-4. Honecker was 2nd at the Poly tournament. He was a Northeast Maryland kid, and I guess when Delaware was wrestling, Maryland wasn't. He made the wise decision and decided to attend Salesianum school.
Great wrestling room to be a part of. Obviously, Coach Cam over there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? And see, it's paid off for him. He said Poly finals, and now here at the Delcastle Invitational finals.
Nick's a little bit of a tri-meet here in the finals, kind of between Salesianum and Caravel and Delaware Military Academy.
Oh.
Big throw by Murray. Throws Honecker to his back.
Honecker might try to roll him over here. Good job to stay back on those hips by Murray.
Murray's he's a big throw guy. He'll throw the kitchen sink at you in a match.
Now he's got that one-on-one out. Got it on the back. He's got the bar in now. It's near the edge of the circle.
So 4-0 lead. 46 seconds to go here in the first period. We'll see how Honecker handles this. Does he panic, or does he use the next 4.5 minutes to come back in this match?
Yeah, and you said it. That's exactly what you got to look for in any match. that starts like that.
Honaker is ranked number 3 in the state.
And before that throw, Honaker had, almost a nice shot there,
Right.
and Murray just did a better job of using the momentum against him.
Murray was second at the second at the Howdy Duncan tournament. And we're going to have a stall on top. Murray coming up from behind. My understanding, talking to Joe Arcangelo, he'll be down to 113 after this tournament. Honaker's does have a loss in the rankings to Trevor Copes at the Polytech Invitational. And I do not think he and Jim Petro have met yet. 15 seconds to go here in the first period. Murray's going to finish on top and take a 4-0 lead into the second period.
Yeah, the only thing you could say about Murray in that first period, he's got hit with a quick stalling there late. But on top, he looks like he's been in control, did a good job of keeping Honaker underneath. And now we'll see what happens here. But a great job, great first period from Murray there, not only getting the 2 and up 4-0.
So the coin toss is going to go to Murray.
Is he fanning him down a little bit?
Yeah, the old mask break.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something that both you and I didn't have the luxury of
No.
being a part of.
I may have worn a mask just to get a 15-second break between periods,
Yeah.
So he's going to defer. No, he's going to go ahead and take bottom, it looks like.
Yeah.
So Murray will take bottom position. He leads 4-0 here at 120. Murray with the sit, comes to his feet, and rolls out front, and he will put a flurry on you. Gotta be careful some backs right now.
He could have funked there, and taken that leg with him, but he let it
Honaker
go.
looking near side cradle.
Yeah, Murray did a good job, as you mentioned, right out from bottom. And
Murray is he's the number 1 seed senior, 12-3 on the season. He's not ranked. And Honaker, number 3 seed and ranked 3 at 120 pounds. Minute 28 on the clock. And I would think that Honaker would like to put some points on the board here in this period.
Yeah.
With choice in the third. And he does have a boot in on the right side. And looking for maybe go the old banana split route.
I was thinking if he was going to do it.
Right. He's throwing some 70, 80 now. He's looking maybe some guillotine here.
Oh, my goodness. I feel like that's some stuff we did back when we were in grade school.
Yes.
And I know now a minute here in period 2.
Now he's going to square up the face, try to get the backs that way. Murray able to go chest down. Under a minute to go here in the second period. And a 4-0 lead for the Colonial.
And if you're Murray, has to to not give up backs here would be huge. If you're Honaker, like you said, you need him here down 4-0.
You need at least a set right now.
Exactly. And Murray already got hit with one stall.
He's just doing a good job of staying chest down.
And that's all he's got to do here. Is you just got to find a way to avoid those back points with 30 seconds to go.
He's going to try to switch with the leg in. We called guillotine, almost went to it.
Yes, he did. Thought about it for a second there.
Honaker, a throwback guy here, man.
Well, now he's got short time, 17 seconds.
He'll have choice in the third period.
And he was close a few times on some of those turns.
Right.
And that could have been the difference. We'll see. He's going to need a big third period. A good job by Murray to fight.
Murray fight off. He had a boot in most of the period, so we're going to move to the third period. 4-0 lead. I believe comfortably in the lead is Caravel in the team scores.
Yeah.
Just a tough. I think the last time maybe a Division II team ruled the state was maybe Hodgson.
Yeah, I was say back in.
Yeah, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, under head coach Jerry Lamy. And remember, a wrestler on that team is the current head coach at Caravel now, and Mike Welch was on that Hodgson team. Him and Jordan Ciani.
Yeah, they've been so impressive the last couple of years, and obviously nothing changing this year. And them and Sally's, I believe, up top here. Dan May, I think, at third coming into this.
This might be a leg cradle. That is a leg cradle. And we're going to go out of bounds. And no change. Honaker will stay bottom position.
Yeah, get some sportsmanship there, helping each other up. Yeah, so if you're Honaker, now you gotta
get busy because you're gonna need to get on top and then get a score. So maybe go the escape route if you can. Comes to his feet.
Seems like he's got some funky stuff in his arsenal.
Murray with a half from the standing position. And as you lose earlier, Murray does have a stall. Warning. And they're going to go out of bounds. 4-0 Murray in the white singlet for William Penn. Minute 22 to go here in the match.
Yeah, if you're Honaker, you're going to try to get up. Maybe you can draw a stalling on there if you're able to get to your feet, let him hold on to you a little bit, and then go out of bounds and get up again.
And comes back to his feet again, looking to isolate a wrist. They get to the edge.
There it is.
And there's your stall call on Murray, a point
now if he wants to get
for
out of play
Honaker, and they
here.
go out of bounds.
Yep, now he's going to come big. Now has a chance to get that 2 points basically in a matter of seconds. That's what I was trying to say earlier, and he did just that. We'll see if he can get up now. Because now you get up, you're looking at a neutral 4-2. That's where you want to be.
Coming out of the corner that Coach Arcangelo maybe was thinking about cutting. Doesn't matter. He gets the escape anyways, and it's 4-2. So far, Honaker showing no panic from that early throw.
No panic even after that second period
Right.
where he went scoreless.
Throw by. And Murray's going to get the 2.
Wow, huge. Yeah, as soon as we said Honaker wasn't phased, neither was Murray.
6-2 lead for Tommy Murray. We're at 120 pounds. Up next is our INE specialty sandwich match of the night. Featuring number 1 and number 2 at 126 pounds.
Nothing better than that.
But right now we got 27 seconds to go, and we're out of bounds. Murray looking to hold that number 1 seed and win this tournament.
An impressive job once Honaker was able to get up 4-2. Honaker had a nice tight front headlock there. Kind of seemed as if he was in control, maybe going to tie this thing up at 4. Murray did a great job. Then you see get to the throw by and able to get around for 2 more. Obviously the big part of the match here.
Granby roll and leg not there. I think he was looking Granby roll, maybe Peterson. And we're going to get the edge. We're going to get a technical violation.
That was a quick one.
I guess they're going to call fleeing the map by pushing him out.
Yeah, that was I might agree with Coach on that one. That was a quick one, but.
All right. Does he give him the escape too?
Oh, I didn't think so. I think he gave him the stall.
So we're going to figure this out. One referee is saying it's a stall call. The other is saying it's a technical violation, fleeing the mat with an escape. Or are we going to give him the escape here? So trying to sort this out.
They're saying it's going to be 6-4.
6-4. So they're going to give them the escape too, or they're giving them 2.
So they're going to keep it 6-3.
Okay. So that would mean Honaker's still on bottom then, correct?
Yes, it should.
With 15 seconds to go. But they're on their feet. So it has to be 6-4.
And here we go.
Joe Lobozo, he picks it up. And now we're going to have bad time.
And that's what Cam's coming over to say.
So he's giving them the. If they're in the neutral, it was an escape and the penalty.
Which is what I think they're going. I'm not sure if that's the way that, it should have went. Yes, they're going to put him on bottom. You're right.
But the scoreboard now says 6-4.
It should be 6-3 with him on
God.
bottom.
Okay, 6-3. Honaker on bottom. Here we go.
And you heard
with
Coach tell Murray
left.
he's going to cut him. So hold him for a little bit.
Yeah, one breakdown, you win the match.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll see what he decides to do.
Honaker comes up to his feet on a short sit. And that's going to be the breakdown that wins the match.
That's neutral.
There it is. That's the match. 6-3 for Tommy Murray out of William Penn. He's your 120-pound champion.
That was a good one. He got out early in front, was able to keep that lead, going up 4-0 in the first.
The big throw on the over-under, yeah. So they're going to hand out some awards, folks, and we're going to be coming back. Let's get ready for our match of the night at 126 pounds. Your two-time state champ out of Caravel Academy, fifth at the Beast of the East. He's 16-4-7 the junior on the season. The junior Luke Poor out of Caravel, number 1 ranked, and he's up against Brandon Carr, the freshman out of Archmere, 12-2 on the season, ranked number 2 in the state. Not often that we get a Archmere wrestler.
Yeah, I was with you. I was watching the semis. Your guys streaming the semis a little bit earlier this morning, checking it out, and I hadn't had a chance to see Carr in person, obviously, yet this season. Excited to be able to catch him in action, and obviously we've had a chance to check out Luke Poor the last couple of years. Always exciting doing one of those matches, and this one should be a good one. You said it, match of the day, and you mentioned Art and Alk in the finals. Good. What a season it's been athletically for the Archmere Hawks this year.
Yeah, it's state champs in football.
I think they're taking that trip to the White House here soon, I believe.
Yeah, Poor got a pin in the semifinals over Bartkowski of Slasianum, and Carr with a 5-2 win over Pratt of Tower Hill. Yeah, and they're handing out awards at 106 pounds. There's your champion down there, Cliff Backish.
Another 8th grader for Caravel this year to keep an eye on. Yeah. And last year, obviously, we had Eddie Radecki with that fantastic run he went on as an 8th grader.
And there it is, your Iannone Specialty Sandwiches match of the night. Not just a sub shop. Hey, by the way, they cut their steaks in-house, I was told. And
getting me hungry for after the match today,
Ben. Oven turkey. Have you ever had Iannone's?
I have not.
I had at the Caravel match.
I hear about it all the time.
I was fortunate enough, they brought me some. I guess if I'm going to talk about it, I got to know about it, right?
Exactly right. And
I had the grilled
I'll have to get me one of them, and I'll start talking about it.
I had the grilled Italian. Had to take it home from Bear to Lewis, all right? Reheat it in the oven, and it was one of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
See, and imagine if you had it right there in Bear.
Right. Now, Scott Kammerer, he took the pork sandwich, and I'm not sure he may have eaten his in the parking lot. I'm not.
that's what I would have done. I'm that way. So this match should be as good as the sandwiches. We'll see.
There we go. Luke Poor over the spring. He won sophomore nationals. So he comes with quite a resume. So here we go, 126 pounds, your Iannone sandwich match of the night. Quick takedown by Poor.
Not wasting any time.
Never does.
Never does.
He was 5th at the Beast of the East. Did not place at Ironman. He's your 2-time state champion.
And again, Brandon Carr, just a freshman, you mentioned, a transfer into Archmere. It's probably going to be the toughest match he has.
Right.
Especially, in-state or out-of-state, you name it, either way.
And these are two they're going to meet several times this year. This could be another independent conference championship match.
Yep.
Oh, power half. Luke Poor getting the swipes.
See if he comes back.
Joe Labozo on the call here, and he picks up 2 back. So Poor up 4-0 quick.
We have the top 6 placers at 113 for the American Blues.
Pound for pound, Luke Poor may be one of the toughest wrestlers in the state.
Yeah, I know we talked about that Caravel wrestling room that they've got.
Oh, my goodness.
And, I mean, it's hard not to
we
get
got
better
another Caravel guy coming up next,
day.
and Dylan King,
Right.
Dylan Knight.
So,
High half by Poor with the boot in on the right side. And he's going to pick up another set of back points. And he picks up 2 more. He's up 6-0 with about 30 seconds to go here in the period. Oh, deep half with the boots in.
Yeah, he broke it quick, showed the officials he was resetting, got his backs, and then right to it. Trying to end this thing in the first.
And he's going to end it with a pin. Luke Poor, your champion at 126 pounds, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state. And impressive.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
was
I can say is
impressive. That was impressive. And again, you know, obviously you don't want to take anything away from Brandon Carr, just a freshman, but
Right.
he ran into a buzzsaw there at the Delcastle finals.
Buzzsaw he did. I mean,
Yes,
that's
he
a
did.
good description. And I tell you, last year, I was telling you at States last year when, or was it 2 years ago when Poor came over to me at the press table and said he was on a mission.
Yeah, that's right. I think that was was it last year?
Last year or
I
2
think it
years ago, I said he was
Either
on a
way.
mission.
Either one.
And a mission accomplished.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're going to move to 132, and we're going to have another Caravel wrestler, Dylan Knight. This is a big good one, number 1 versus, I think, number 3.
Yeah, Daniel Williams, DMA.
DMA, good showing here. A lot of your old coaches.
Yep, there they are, yeah. Got a chance to talk to them last week and at Beast. And while we're on the subject, a quick one to say our thoughts and prayers out to L.A. His father passed away a few weeks ago, Gary Collier, one of the greatest guys I've had a chance to meet. Always came to all the tournaments with us. It was great to see a smile on his face every weekend. And like I said, he used to travel to every single one of our tournaments. And back then, we did not hang out in state. We were all over the place.
You guys back in the national ranking days of St. Mark's.
Virginia Duels and Bethlehem and Hurricane. And
I believe you guys were down there at the same time CRI. My son was
yeah,
down
I think
there
we
at
were.
CRI.
Yeah, we were. So I just want to say our thoughts and prayers are with the Collier family. Again, one of the greatest guys here in Delaware for wrestling, and we're going to miss him around here.
He was still active on the Delaware USA board at the time of his passing. So finishing up the 3rd and 5th place matches. So, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. While we got time, might as well pay some bills. So we'll be right back with more of the Delcastle Invitational.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority. If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements,
So welcome back to the Delcastle Invitational. Benny Mitchell with Nick Alessandrini. Nick, at the end of the night, will have a Henlopen Hammer of the night, top outstanding wrestler of the tournament. But we're coming up here at 132 with Dylan Knight of Caravel, two-time state runner-up. Last year in overtime, lost to Jack Toady of Milford. And I believe a 1 or 2 point match the year before. The same two guys in those finals. Daniel Williams, a junior out of Delaware Military, he was 7th last year at 126. He's 12-4 in the season, currently ranked number 3 in the state. Dylan Knight ranked number 2 in the state.
As they're setting the awards up down there.
Knight, he reached with a tech fall over Petrillo of Charter of Wilmington, and Williams with a 15-4 major decision over Anthony Crespo of AI DuPont.
It's both these guys coming in with some steam, and I mean, we talked a little bit before we went back on the air. Should be a great one here, 2 versus 3.
We've had some upsets in the rankings. One of them coming up at 138 pounds. You're going to see number 4 ranked Keegan Barnes of Red Lion. He upset number 1 Michael Kling in the semifinals by a score of 5-3. And then Daniel Sinclair, who was a state finalist last year, state finals last year at 132 pounds. He's currently ranked number 2, so Keegan Barnes with a chance to go through 2-1 here in the next match. Here we go at 132 pounds. It's Dylan Knight out of Caravel Academy and Daniel Williams out of Delaware Military Academy. Williams has been wrestling with that bad shoulder, I think, since midway through his freshman year.
Yeah, sometimes you get some of those lingering injuries.
Just don't go away.
Yeah.
Tied up here in the middle of the mat. Both of these wrestlers were at 126 last year, both state place winners.
Both of them trying to feel this one out early. Now we got some collar ties here, and
we go out of bounds right in our lap.
We'll see who makes the first move here in this one.
Williams, he doesn't have the titles to go with it, but I tell you, I've watched him through the youth wrestling, and he is one solid technical wrestler. I think this might be a matter of believing in himself.
Yeah,
to get that big win off of one of these guys, either Toady or Knight.
Such a
and we
mental
go out of bounds.
part of wrestling, as we know as well. I mean, that could be it. That could be literally the only thing holding you back sometimes. And again, a lot of wrestling left to do this winter season,
right.
and I'm sure we'll be excited to get back down the beach in February.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
short trip for
great
me.
Year, yeah.
To get to the.
This is my short trip to Delcastle.
There
right
you
here,
go.
You know?
It's always fun being down at Cape Henlopen and tied up on the edge of the mat. No score here at 132 pounds. A lot of feeling out so far in these first periods, with the exception of Poor.
Yeah, like we said, he was the buzzsaw. That was
Right.
the different variable here today.
And they're on the edge of the mat. Front headlock there by Knight. 19 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't even think we've had a shot yet here in the first period. That's how some of the good ones start.
That's right. So no score here at the end of the first period. Number 2 and number 3 ranked in the state. A little bit of action around the state yesterday. Cape Henlopen, they went down to Ocean City and took on the Maryland state champs and beat Stephen Decatur 34-27.
Oh, wow.
So
See, I was looking for them. I figured they wouldn't be here. I was trying to see what they were into this weekend.
Big win for Cape Henlopen yesterday. And then Cesar Rodney, they go down to Chantilly, Virginia.
Chantilly.
And they win the tournament down there.
I think that was one of the teams we used to get every now and then at Virginia Duels. I
Right,
think they
yes.
used to head there. So that's a tough
So a
tough
couple
place to
Delaware
wrestle.
teams
Yeah.
going out of state this weekend. And
Like to see it. Especially with all that's going on. It's great that those other states and other places are able to hold these tournaments. Delcastle here, the same thing. A great job to them. As we're underway here in period 2, quick escape.
Quick escape by Williams. And he goes up 1-0.
And we're going to see who's going to, get the first takedown here in neutral. It's been kind of back and forth.
Front headlock position, and they're in our lap. He even took the trash can with him.
Yeah, they did. Do some double duty here.
– 1-0 lead for Daniel Williams from Delaware Military Academy. I think this is our third DMA Caravel match tonight.
And obviously 125 here to go in period 2, but a takedown for either one of these guys here in the second period would be huge going into the third.
Coming up at 138, we're going to have the Surf Bagel trivia question.
Now, I have had Surf Bagel.
Okay, good.
I'm a fan as well, so I'll tell you, we've got some good sponsors here.
Yeah. Make sure that you folks that you put your answer in the chat log. You can't text me. You can't call me. You can't email me. You cannot contact me on Facebook. I need it in the chat log so we show that we're being fair. Gift certificate to Surf Bagel.
Oh, Benny, can I answer?
You might be considered
I figured.
employed.
Off limits, yeah. That's what they tell me. Again, there are a lot of the similar things we saw in period number 1.
All right. These two like to tie. Nobody's taken a real serious attempt at a shot yet.
Yeah, I think you said there it's been a lot of ties.
125 to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for Daniel Williams. He takes a shot, gets it on the right leg, on the edge with 15 seconds to go. And Knight able to fight it off with a front headlock, and they go out of bounds with 10 seconds in the period. And that's going to be the end of the second period. 1-0 lead for Daniel Williams. And we'll move to the third. Here we go, third period. Dylan Knight goes into down position, and we're going to get a quick whistle. Caution on Knight. And we have 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock.
I was wondering, I saw Williams look up and over at the clock, kind of put his hands up.
Hey, it's third period. He's like, I don't need the extra second.
He kind of put his hands right back down like he was just going to get on top anyway. He was like, you know what, whatever, we'll do an extra second.
And quick escape by Knight. It's 1-1 here in the third period at 132 pounds. Williams in the blue singlet representing Delaware Military Academy, the Seahawks.
And now here we go. Like this match, I mean, coming in, it's been negated and neutral all match, and now it's going to be whoever can maybe get the takedown here is going to get the win.
Another sweep single to the right leg of Knight. He's in front headlock, and they're going to go on the edge. And Coach Mike Welch would like to talk to the official. So Mike doing a good job. He doesn't talk real loud anyways.
I was going to sound
with a mask on his back turned. We're never going to hear what he's asking. Great coach, but soft-spoken, as soft-spoken could be. He just wanted to get a point across there, apparently.
Yeah. Give these guys an extra breath here before we get going. It's a nice shot.
Shot attempt by Williams. He's in on the left leg this time of Knight. Got it cracked down.
And now he's got to make something happen. He's in deep. Got to split those legs.
He's got to get up on those toes.
Yeah.
And keep this action going. He doesn't want to get a stalemate. This has been his best attempt of the night.
I agree, and especially with the clock running down.
And there's the stalemate. Minute 5 left in here in the third period. 1-1 between the number 2 ranked Dylan Knight of the Caravel Buccaneers and the number 3 ranked Daniel Williams of Delaware Military Academy.
And Knight's been doing a good job of just hanging out here. He's just kind of hanging around. You know, Williams has gotten 2 of the, okay shots that we've seen so far in the match, and he's kind of just getting his breath here with under a minute. And again, all it takes is for just one move out of these guys here in the third.
Right, and if you're the number 2 ranked guy, you're Dylan Knight. You don't want to let a guy hang around that's ranked under you.
And Williams again right there. He was the one initiating that takedown out. He'll reset, and I think you saw Coach LA kind of maybe one fleeing the mat or one say he's stalling.
At least a stall warning on the backing out. Williams seems like he might be feeling this one there, Nick. He's showing good posture, good position still.
And again, I could be very wrong with 24 seconds. He looks like he has a little bit more juice in the tank, just a little bit more. But this is going to come down to the wire.
And you got to watch Knight. Knight's got tricks, man. He's got back pockets.
And that's what I feel like he's kind of trying to set up, or that's the way he's been wrestling the whole match.
He's got back pockets, let me tell you. Shot by Knight. They go to the edge. And looking to go behind. 6 seconds when we come back on the restart. Folks, you're watching the Delcastle Invitational here in Wilmington, Delaware. It's 1-1. Third period with 6 seconds to go.
I think they're content with the OT.
Hey, let's go. That's what they said. We're going to go overtime. So we go to the first overtime, the sudden victory. And he don't want the mass break. We saw this with Joey Nanicola at the state finals last year. He actually told the referee, I don't want the mass break.
Well, that might have been one of the best matches I've ever seen.
I agree. 1 minute on the clock.
And the officials getting together, talking about something before we started OT. But here we go. Takedown wins it.
Shot to the right leg.
That's what he's been going, like you said, outside sweep single.
He did have the one. 37 seconds on the restart.
And you can hear the DMA bench over there.
Somebody's got a shot clock going over there, a shot counter going over there.
They got the ticker.
Right.
30 seconds here.
Williams has to be careful reaching with both hands. Shot to the right or left leg this time. Oh, this time he's in
Nice
on a double.
switch.
Switches back to a single, cracks it down. Looking to get the left hand out.
This is where he was last time in the third.
20 seconds to go here in the first overtime or the sudden victory.
Knight's just doing a good job.
Yeah,
of just-
defending down there in the crotch.
Yes, he is. He's done that the whole match. So now have to
And
try
now
to
the right arm comes out. 4 seconds, 2 seconds, and he's not going to get it. We're going to go to the second overtime.
Here's where it gets interesting. Now might have some blood time
Yeah, I think
here.
that's what we're going to have is blood time.
Now both these guys were able to get up rather quickly.
So we go to the first of the twin 30s. If you score, you keep wrestling here in the twin 30s. Our first overtime match of the night.
This has really turned into a good one. And you got Caravel here on the left, all those guys and the Poors and, you know, talking tonight, getting him ready here for overtime. Same thing on the DMA side. And the whole gym paying attention to this one. The other
Yes, they
matches
are.
have wrapped up.
30 seconds on the clock, the first of the twin 30s. And Knight's been here before. He was in this double overtime situation last year with Jack Toady in a state championship match.
Yep.
And able to rise to his feet is Williams. He goes up 2-1. Looked like he was going to stop wrestling there for a second.
And like you said, Benny, and you got to keep going. If you're able to get a takedown here with 15 seconds, that just puts you in such a better position. Right. But obviously not looking that way here. 10 is they're pretty locked up near the edge of the circle.
And if we go back, Knight got out pretty quickly.
Yes, he did.
In his.
So you figure, you know, most likely that's going to happen.
The ultimate rideout, and
yeah.
Williams will have choice in the ultimate rideout. And we're going to get a false start on Williams.
You want to be smart here. I believe Knight got a caution early on top in the match, I believe, or on bottom.
So one each, they get 2.
Mm-hmm.
They've struggled with this clock here tonight. So back underway, 2-1 lead for Williams.
There we go.
And now Knight will take the bottom position. And comes to his feet, chop. Rear standing by Williams. And he's going to give him the release. 2-2.
Now, again, we haven't seen a takedown yet.
No, this has been all escapes.
So we'll see 15 seconds. We'll see if one of these guys, you know, uses their go-to takedown here to become the Delcastle champ. If not, like you mentioned.
Well, if you're Knight, you want to take your shot because it's Williams' choice of where he wants to be. And Williams takes a shot in on the right leg again. There's the edge out of bounds with 1 second left.
Wow.
What a match here at 132 pounds. Number 2 and number 3 in the state. And we move to the ultimate rideout, 30 seconds on the clock. If the top man rides him out, he wins the match. If the bottom man scores, he is the winner. Williams has choice as he scored first. He's taking bottom position. He said, I've gotten out twice. I can get out a third time is what he's telling himself.
This is it, you know. You got to just right off the whistle, 30 seconds. And if you're Knight, you got to try to sink a boot. He's going to have to do something.
That or go side headlock. He likes to go side headlock. And there it is. And trying to get the boots in. Williams trying to come out the back door. He's kind of locked up around the top, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where you want to be. Knight holding on for dear life here. He's got to get up on his feet and shake him off.
12 seconds to go.
Look at Knight. Wow.
Oh, my. Oh, my. In a ride-out situation, a stalemate.
With 6 seconds to go.
Yes, and the crowd not happy.
And Knight did a good job there. As soon as he sunk that in, was able to hold on. If you're Williams, I think you don't want to try to put yourself in that position.
You need to come to your feet.
Like he did the first couple periods.
Goes Granby roll.
Oh, not where you want to be either. Knight.
Funk to Granby. He might be out.
And they're going to say no escape.
No escape.
And all the officials are going to come running over.
The two referees are going to get together.
Yeah, this is
discuss whether there was time on the clock or not.
This is going to be an interesting one. I mean, it could have gone either way there.
I think this is one that you're going to review for refereeing purposes down the road.
Exactly right. I mean, absolutely.
So Knight's going to get the win on the ultimate rideout, 3-2.
And like I said, we could talk about that one for a while, but
can.
it looked as though maybe he broke for a split second.
Right.
But Knight did a good job of re-engaging so quickly.
It
was. That's going to be out. Again, that was another good one for us here, Benny, to catch out 132. I know we talked up 126 as our match of the day, but that one was another great one, 26 and 32. And like we talked about before that, those guys are going to see each other again down the road. So this one is going to be fresh in both of their minds, and more so Williams, you would imagine, than Knight. But they'll both be thinking about this come February, and they're going to both use this as fuel in the wrestling room.
Well, they're going to meet in the conference tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
So here we go. We're going to move to 100 after they issue some awards. Sinclair, he was second in the state last year. If you recall, he was second from winning a state title when Trent Grant threw him to his back to get the win. Big 5-point move. So that taste probably still in his mouth.
Oh yeah, that taste is going to be there for a while. But as we talked about now, this year, time to get back out there and win some tournaments, get ready for February again, and it all starts here. One of your finals here at Delcastle. Should be a good one.
Here we go, underweight 138 pounds.
And I'm excited to see Barnes here wrestle as well.
He pulled a big upset in the semifinals.
And when's the last time we've seen a Red Lion wrestler?
Not many.
I was about to say, even when I was in high school, I don't think any. I don't know if we had wrestling. Exactly. I don't know if they had a wrestling program even then.
Oh, Sinclair, little duck under, goes behind. Still on his feet is Barnes.
Steps out.
Big left and takedown by Sinclair.
Coming out with, a little bit more juice, a little bit more confidence, as he should after, returning state finalist.
Sinclair ranked number 2 in the state. That's going to change because Kling got knocked off in the semis by Barnes. Kling ranked number 1. Barnes ranked number 4.
Oh.
And Sinclair taking some chances.
A little hazard action there. Barnes just trying to keep rolling. Good job there to.
And gets the escape, 2-1. At the end of this period, folks, we'll give you the Surf Bagel trivia question for our gift certificate to Surf Bagel at the beach. So everybody goes to the beach, so you'll always be able to use that.
Exactly right. Like you said, we'll be down there getting our summer started early in February.
Sinclair, a junior, 13-6, ranked number 2 in the state runner-up last year, 132. Keegan Barnes, sophomore, 18-1 in the season, ranked number 4. He transferred down, I believe I heard Oxford, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Some other old.
Played some football for the Lions this year.
There you go.
2-1 here, 25 seconds to go. Barnes in on a shot. Sinclair front head position. He gets to a leg out of it. Inside trip there, and he's got the takedown. And was looking for some backs, but not going to get it.
Yeah, Barnes kind of fell right in for that inside trip. And then now Barnes, though, staying sturdy there and able to get a reversal.
It's a lot of action in this match as time runs out. 4-3 lead for Sinclair.
And after watching one period, you can see Sinclair more of the technical guy, kind of, was chain wrestling at different moves. Barnes just is, very athletic, strong, a solid guy out there. And
Barnes had a good in the semifinals he hit with a 2-point lead. Kling got in on a single with about 20 seconds to go. Couldn't finish. Barnes, great job with the hips, keeping them off. So
yeah, that's what he kind of reminds me of in terms of wrestling type, that kind of wrestler, and just makes every aspect of the match tough on you. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting here from Barnes, and Sinclair are going to have to really work. He's going to want to get a victory here in the Delcastle finals.
So Barnes going to take bottom position. First, he's got to get the headgear and match straight.
And again, when we were at Beast, we were talking to some of the guys. I believe they were from Minnesota or flying in, and they almost didn't believe me when I told them we had to wrestle with masks. And they kind of gave me a double take and said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Like with a wrestling on the mats with masks."
Come back in a week.
Yeah, they called me crazy. Didn't understand how we as a state could do that.
Well, we're tougher.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, cradle by Sinclair. Barnes able to break it. Now Sinclair switches over, goes near side cradle. Doesn't have it locked up though. Barnes staying hips high.
Just strong underneath.
The Red Lion Lions. And they have a wrestler here in the finals. 38, maybe one of the more competitive weights in the state from top to bottom. As we already see, the number 1 got knocked off this afternoon or this morning. And number 2 is in a tight match. Looking to get across that cross wrist. Is he going? No, he's going ball and chain. Doesn't get it. Barnes able to keep it out. 1 minute to go here in the second period. 4-3 lead for Sinclair out of William Penn in the white singlet. The William Penn Colonials, coached by Joe Arcangelo.
And again, you can see what kind of separates Sinclair from a lot of wrestlers that weight here in the state is, his work on top. You see him being able to almost ride out. We're here to the 40-second mark and just trying a whole bunch of different things here on top. And as I say,
Barnes
gets
the
able to get free.
4-4.
There's the broadcaster's jinx.
30 seconds to go, second period. William Penn, one of the big traditional programs in the state of Delaware.
I was going to say it's good to see a couple of those guys back in the finals here for William Penn. They were state champion last year.
Nasir Druitt.
Druitt, yep. Who was
in on double-legged Sinclair takedown.
It's a big one.
This is what he was unable to do in the state finals last year in midway through the match. To me, I don't think he was out of shape. I think it was sophomore nerves being in a state final.
And like we talked about a few times already, mentally is just you got to really prepare yourself mentally, especially for that tournament at the end of the year.
Right.
And now that he's been there once, been through it, obviously didn't reach the peak of what he's trying to accomplish. But once you get that close and you go through that one more time, he'll be much better off this year.
Well, the winner of this match right here probably ascends to the number 1 ranking.
Mm-hmm. And again, not sure if they know that or not right here.
Not sure that they care. They just want to win a championship and win this match. So Sinclair is going to take neutral here in the third period.
That's where he's looked the best. Again, I haven't a chance to see Barnes through the tournament, but maybe Barnes has had some success on top.
And we're underway in the third period. 6-4 lead for Sinclair out of William Penn in the weight. He's going to go Russian tie. And a little Russian shrug a little shrug there. So moving his hands, moving his feet. Sinclair in on the shot on the edge, getting the 2 feet.
He's got it, doesn't? Oh, nope. Barnes did a good job of getting that other foot out of there.
And we're going to go out of bounds. Stalling on red. 1 for Sinclair.
That's another thing. He hasn't stopped wrestling the whole match.
You're right.
Yeah, you said you didn't think it was his conditioning. It does not look that way. You think? No. I think you're right about that.
So still neutral, 7-4 lead for Sinclair. Like I said, he looks in great shape.
Yeah, he does. It's from one move to the
sometimes
next.
You have to get there before you can win it. And he's gotten there. And I think, didn't he go from like 113 to 132 last year? This year only moving up 1 weight.
Yeah, and like you're saying that to jump up that weight at such a short time, you're
And
that's
being a young guy,
completely different style.
Being a sophomore, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to find that right weight for you, settle in at the right spot.
High crotch by Sinclair.
See if you can switch off to the double.
There he does, switches up to double, take down Sinclair. He goes up 9-4. Oh, low leg Turk. Going to look for some backs here, 44 seconds to go. And there's the count going.
Give William Penn some bonuses, maybe.
And holding 3 is referee Pat Ogden, Chief of Police of the University of Delaware. He's a former
St.
Spartan,
Mark's,
too.
yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
Academy classmate of mine.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. 10 seconds to go here in the match, and Sinclair is going to be your 138-pound Delcastle champion.
And he wrestled a good match. That was a good match for him.
With a 12-4 major decision. So him and Poor, the only ones able to get bonus here so far in the finals. And we're going to move to 145 pounds.
In 5th place, we have Brady Markowski of Louisiana. In 4th place, we have Patrick Hunter of William Penn High School.
I think we're awarding out, what, 126?
Yep. Luke Poor sitting atop the podium.
So Salesianum and Caravel coming up, folks.
Your winner at 126 pounds, Luke Poor, Caravel Academy.
Tuesday night is going to be the Caravel Salesianum dual meet.
Now wrestling on mat 1 for Fern of Delaware Military Academy.
Should be another good one.
Now wrestling on mat
2 of the top teams.
Carson Kiss, 5th at 132 last year. And he's up against Jordan Miller.
I believe he's the linebacker secondary on the football team, I believe, calling a couple of his games. He had 2 pick sixes in the 2 games I had a chance to check out this year.
They were able to get some football players out for wrestling.
Drum go out as well. And
Drumgo plays and also plays basketball, by the way.
I heard that. How about that? Hey, if you can do it, all the power to you.
Carson Kist, Salesianum, senior, 13-4, ranked number 2 in the state. And he was 5th at 132 last year. Jordan Miller, Caravel, 7-4. He is unranked and finds himself in the finals here. He got a win over Timothy Luciano in the semifinals.
I mean, it just, again, goes to show you when you're, a new wrestler or not, if you have some athletic ability and, you're a strong guy like Miller is, you can come in and wrestle with some of those guys. Nice move there by Kirst on the trip.
Kist with the takedown.
But that just shows you how much you can improve wrestling with those studs that they got over at Caravel.
Yeah, you're right. With the bar, looking for the fall here. And Kiss.
He's got it deep.
Double bar here.
Trying to get some bonus points for the Sows here in the finals.
And there's the fall for Carson Kiss, the second pin of the finals. A little bit of back and forth here between the Bucks and the Sows, and they meet on Tuesday night, so.
Top 6 place finishes at 140.
Cam Davis was not happy with his wrestler as he got up and showed him the Salesianum.
Yeah, people calling for some team points behind us.
All right.
You love when the emotion gets into it for sure. Makes it all better.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you are properly wearing your mask from your chin to your nose. We appreciate your cooperation. Thank you.
I believe that's Sally's. Is that Sally's first
Yes.
champion?
Mm-hmm. So as we wait for the other bouts to finish, I think we have another Caravel wrestler coming up here and another DMA wrestler and Stephen Novak.
Honecker win?
No, Honecker.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was going to say.
You got the early throw.
The early throw, and yeah, that was a good one, too.
And we're going to see another Caravel football player coming up here. And John Antonio.
That's right. I believe he's the receiver. How about that? Yeah. And like you said, that, and you know, credit to them for getting out and playing playing football, then joining the wrestling team.
Right. Well, I think it was vice versa at Caravel. I think they were wrestlers that joined the football team.
Oh, well, there you go. Either way, you love to see it go to sports, and they both just help so much. I mean, wrestling will help you for everything you do.
Well, Nick, I think we have some time to pay a bill or two here.
do.
So we'll be right back, folks, with some more of the Delcastle Invitational Championship round. We'll be right back.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Welcome back, folks. Let's hit that trivia question I've been promising. What Delcastle wrestler was named the outstanding wrestler at the state tournament? What Delcastle wrestler was named the outstanding wrestler at the state tournament? Put your answers in the chat log. I was looking for a trivia question that was going to be Delcastle.
Delcastle theme. That's a good one.
But nosed around a little bit, I thought, oh, man.
I'm eager to see who would know that.
They've only had 6 state champions, and one of them was an outstanding wrestler.
How about that? They should get him a banner. They should have a banner in here.
That's right. Put your answer in the chat log for a gift certificate to Surf Bagel.
Can taste it already.
The Surf Bagel trivia question. Let me give it to you one more time. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. What Delcastle wrestler was named the outstanding wrestler at the state tournament? We've got 6 to pick from. I believe one year they may have had 2 state champs in the same year.
Wow, that would have been impressive.
So, Nick, start thinking who our OW is for the Helen Hammer of the Night.
You know,
got
it's always
a treat
tough.
coming up for you, 195. Because I know you know about Max Agresti, the double All-American.
Twice at the Beast. Yeah,
well, his opponent in the finals tonight. You know who that is, right?
Cannon?
Bug. Yes. Ellis Cannon, the
That's what I thought.
two-way football starter. Yeah, all-stater from.
Before we got here, and that was when I missed their semifinals, and I figured he would be there, but I didn't want to jump the gun.
He hasn't wrestled since he was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
Matter of fact, the last football game I did down there at Wilmington Friends, I was doing interviews after the game. He came up and tapped me on the back and said, "Look for me on the mat." He's coming back.
See, you love to see stuff like that.
Right.
You know, you see different people, do things like that, and
so he's got a couple of wins here tonight, but he has got his hands full in the finals.
Yeah, I'll say. It should be, great. That'll be a great match for him to kind of be able to.
When you want to talk
see
about
what you need to work on.
Pound for pound, Max Agresti, another guy that's in the talk. Negron from Sussex Central, another guy that, they're in that talk for the best pound-to-pound wrestler in the state.
Yeah, 182 should be a great weight class this year. You know, depending how everything shakes up for, you know, February. But you got Nick Hall at 170, you got Agresti at 95, then you know, Negron and Griffith at 82. So that's going to be some great wrestling there.
And then somewhere we're going to see a state champ versus state champ match up top. It's either going to be Nick Hall and Griffith or Negron and Griffith. Somebody,
Exactly.
you know.
And either one of those, sign me up.
Yeah.
What time's
that match going to start?
Yeah,
I want to see that.
I'll be ready for that one. And here we go. Looks like we're almost set to get things back underway here.
Still no winner on the trivia question. Got some good answers.
Got to think. That's going to have people thinking.
Third place, we have Anthony Crespo.
So we're going to move to 152 pounds. John Antonio, Caravel Academy, the senior, ranked number 3 in the state. He's 5-2 on the season versus the number 3 seed, Steve Novak, senior out of Delaware Military. He was 6 at 160 last year. He's 4th in the state. He's 8-5 on the season. Antonio was 4th last year at 145 pounds.
Now wrestling on mat 1, Thomas, First State Military Academy, Brock from St. George's. Now wrestling on mat 3, Rivera, Louisiana, Luciano, Otzi.
Let's go, Stevie!
Here we go.
Yep, here we go. We'll give you to the end of this match to get that trivia question, folks. Otherwise, I get a gift certificate to Surf Bagel. Surf Bagel, now part of the Sodell family, Sodell Concepts. Antonio snaps goods behind, but they're out of bounds. Antonio in the gray and silver with the burgundy trim. Novak in the navy and the gold of Delaware Military.
Yep, another DMA Caravel final here. Again, the one we had at 132 lived up to the hype. See if this one does the same.
Oh, snap! Heavy hands there by Antonio, but
kind of ran right at him.
Yeah, almost so quick, he almost ran through him.
Yeah, almost. If he just would have got out to the side there. He set it up nicely. Like you said, that was a perfect way to do it. He just timing a little bit off.
Folks, you're watching Delaware Live Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. He's Nick Alessandrini. On the camera, Kristen Mitchell. And then, of course, our mat level camera, unattended, but doing a good job nonetheless.
As long as I don't kick it over.
Yeah. We're at 145 pounds, correction, 152 pounds. Shot in by Novak. Front head position by Antonio. 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
Good heavy pressure on top there by Antonio.
And they go out of bounds with
Smart
17
play.
seconds.
Yeah, that was a smart play there by Novak.
Did you watch any football yesterday? How about the Bison?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, we had a chance to take the trip up to Fargo one time and play against them. Trey Lance, actually, who's now on the 49ers.
Right.
And I'll tell you, it's a different breed of football up there, man.
Is.
That offensive and defensive line are just
double-A tempo. Well, they said the best line in the country at FCS.
Yeah, they're absolute studs over there. Again, they took 1 year off in the spring because everybody knows the spring didn't count as much.
Right.
And they saved it for the fall, and boy, did they. Whew.
Well, if there'd be a running clock in college, they would have had it. They were up 35-0 at one point.
You tend to lose sight. You realize that the FCS is still playing at this point in time, and they had a championship game yesterday, and they were, like you mentioned, off to the races early in that one. Congratulations to the Bison. And
they came down Delaware Stadium a couple years ago. If you remember the game,
Delaware
scored first. Crowd went crazy, and everybody got real. I think it was 52 to something that year.
Yes, it was.
One of their national championship years.
I think they've lost one of them, and that was in 1 or 2 in the last 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, and they beat FBS teams.
Yeah.
Annually.
If you're an FBS team, you don't try to schedule North Dakota State. That's an FCS team you don't want to play.
And if you do, get ready.
Yeah, exactly.
We're underway here in the second period. We're talking college football, the big game tomorrow night.
Yep.
And that's a score for Novak. He's up 1-0.
Similar feel here to what we saw 132 between Caravel and DMA and Knight and Williams, and both these guys feeling it out 1-0 early. And again, it's both been kind of back and forth. The neutralizes, no takedowns yet here.
I tell you, Antonio and Kling look alike. They look alike. They're built alike. When I see them walking like in the hall or on the mat side, I can't tell which one's which.
Can we please get the top 6 place finishers at 138 over the podium area, please? Top 6 at 138.
These two teams met in the state dual championship 2 years ago. They're number 1 and number 2 in Division II right now.
Yeah, both programs have done such a good job in like the last, I want to say, 4 or so years, just improving both programs. Now here they are, both Division II schools.
You saw Caravel was getting better and better as Milford was making their run a few years ago.
Yep, that's
Milford goes to the Division I, and Caravel just another set of bucks just assumes the role. They last year, of course, the team score was kept at the individual championship, so there was no dual meet champion last year.
Interesting how that was.
Caravel blows everybody away, and shot by Antonio after a stall warning on Novak, and he's going to get the takedown.
I'm looking for some extras.
Getting the swipes here, and
Did
the
he
period
get 2?
ends. I think he gets 2. So Antonio goes up 4-1.
And we talked about in that last match if one of those guys at 32 was able to get a takedown in that second period. And in this match, we see it, and could be a big takedown for Antonio. That could be the deciding factor in the match here, taking a 4-1 lead into the third. And now he's obviously going to take bottom, so he's in good position here for 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes to go here at 152 pounds. And Antonio out and away quickly. He's up 5-1.
And again, not wasting any time. He's still trying to be aggressive there.
I tell you what, Caravel, if they practice with the heavy hands like they were using in the match, they must leave with headaches. Man, you can hear it from over here these days. Takedown for Antonio. I mean, they beat and bang out there.
Got to be ready for it when you know you're wrestling Caravel, and be ready to bring it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes that can just set the tone from the start of a match. You come out, hit somebody with a heavy collar tie like that, and get on their heads like that with heavy hands, and sometimes you can shut people out early that way, and that's where the mental aspect comes in.
Going for the cradles, Antonio, and probably ill-advised to try to take it over his own body, especially with a 7-1 lead.
He still, I think he was thinking about it.
He was seeing how much harder he had to pull.
Gave it a little pull. If he would have went, he would have went with it.
And escape for Novak. 7-2 lead with 43 seconds to go. I think Antonio, he played a linebacker for the Bucks, didn't he? What, he one of their linebackers?
I think so.
And played a little
Outside,
bit of offense.
probably like he was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He would come in motion. Like, they didn't do a lot of throwing the ball to the outside, but he was a great blocker. And some jet sweep action. Yeah.
Up 9-2.
And I think you may be right, Benny. He might have been wrestler and a football player.
Right.
I think you're right about that.
Gives him the free release, 9-3. Needs a takedown for the major.
And we'll see what he does. 8 seconds. Is he going to go for it? I don't even know if he necessarily was paying attention to that fact.
And he looked up to the clock, but not going to get it. 9-3 win for Antonio. And that's just I have to start counting how many champs the Bucks have.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So we're going to move to 160 where they got another one. And how about this young guy? Does the name Spoor ring a bell to you?
Oh, yes, it does. I've known them for many years.
Well, here's the freshman.
Is Stan here? He's got to be.
Yeah, he's here somewhere.
And your winner at 138 pounds, William Penn, dangerously declared.
Yup, Stan was great. Always, helped me out when I was growing up as a kid.
Well, same. He has another
Family
Sparty.
friend, yep.
Spoor versus Poor.
How about that? Yeah.
Now wrestling on mat 1, we have Norris and William Penn.
Tough, like you said, I've been keeping up with Spoor a little bit this season. Obviously, just a freshman this year at DMA, but we talked about running into a buzzsaw earlier.
We have a winner. And it's Clarence Lloyd.
There you go, Clarence. Congratulations.
Yes.
And right to it, you look on the mat, and Alex already
Norm
getting
Brooks,
to work.
1974.
I was going to ask you what year. That's what I was looking for.
1974. Like 5 years after they opened. The school
wow.
opened.
Good for them. Congratulations all these years later.
Luke Spoor, he's a freshman.
But like we said, Luke Spoor, just a freshman. Alex Poor, just a
a
different
monster.
version of the buzzsaw we saw
Yeah.
at 126.
Right.
So just a little bit bigger of a
Alex Poor,
buzzsaw.
15-5 on the season. He's a senior. He's ranked number 1 in the state. He's a 3-time state champion, and he placed 8th at the Ironman this year. Luke Spoor, 12-5, ranked number 6 for DMA. I saw him, I think, as a 7th grader wrestling in the youth ranks, and he has just improved and improved. Well, here he is in the finals as a freshman at a big boy weight.
Yeah, right. How about that? I like this. Was happy to see him at DMA. Great coaching staff there, and should have a good career.
St. Mark's North, right? Yeah. Same old guys that were at St. Mark's.
There it is. I think Dave's the only one not there now. He's over at St. George's.
St. George's. 8-0 lead for Poor. Alex, the cousin of Luke Poor. And this is going to be a guy they're going to be sorry to see go. The rest of the state's going to be happy for him to leave.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That whole anybody in any range of 152 to 160.
Right. And add 3 more. He's up 11-0, looking for the tech fall here in the first. But he's going to have to get 2 turns.
And you talked about it with Luke. Alex, the same way, not going to waste any time. No. Right in there to do business. And he'll at least go to the period number 2, it looks like, but with a big lead.
One second to go here.
And another state champ on deck from the Bucks, right? Coming up.
Three-timer, looking to be a 4-time state champ. He's ranked number 1 in the state. Number 2, C.J. Fritchman, who he beat in the finals last year from Cape and Lopen. They did not meet in the dual meet as Fritchman was out. Look at this. Poor just got right back up and went and stepped on the line.
I was wondering what they were waiting for.
And he's going to take the bottom position. So here we go, second period. Poor leads 11-0. I don't get that. I'm going to take that when you blew the whistle. Let it rip.
I guess the first time they heard a different whistle from a different mat. Yeah, and that time, third time's a charm here.
And escape for Alex Poor. Sweet little shrug to a takedown. 14-0 lead, and they go out of bounds. Like the spunk in Spoor, though.
Yeah.
You got the 3-time state champ taking you behind the woodshed, and you're getting back up running to the center to score.
Yeah, again, in matches like this, you just got to wrestle your best here. Try some moves, try some different things, Just learn what you can do better.
Hazard attempt by Poor, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
And Alex Poor is your champion at 160 pounds with the 16-0 tech fall in the second period.
We have the top 6 place finishers at 45, head over to the podium area, please.
One thing about all these DMA
I was about to say, we got another one coming up.
I didn't have to download as many logos.
That's right. See, that's the part that goes underrated. You know, football, basketball, you need just 2 logos. That's all you got to worry about.
Right.
And these two, you got to have about 10,
I
15 logos.
We got Caravel and again, so almost like I'm running a little.
Nick Hall and Drew Simpson, I believe, right? Early.
Nick Hall, 2-time state champ.
Yeah, checking out at Beast of the East a few weeks ago.
He was
as
a
well.
Beast place winner, that's correct.
Lost to the semis.
Top 6 place finishers at 145, head over to the podium area, please.
I'm not sure if it was Agresti or someone had to wrestle Sasso from Nazareth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. It was one of those two.
Yeah.
I think
Sasso ended up in the finals.
Yeah, he won it. I'm not sure if he beat Hall in the semis and then won it or beat Agresti in the finals. I forget.
Well, Agresti got 3rd, so it must have been Hall. Agresti took 3rd at the Beast. He wasn't in the finals. Or no, he took 2nd. He took 2nd at the Beast.
Okay, got some more awards to give out here shortly in a little bit.
Let's talk about these 2 guys coming up. Nick Hall, 17-4 on the season. He missed most of last year, and he came out with like 2 weeks left in the season. He's ranked number 1 in the state. He's a 2-time state champion. He placed at the 6th at the Beast. He's up against number 2 seed Drew Simpson, junior at 11-4 from DMA, 6th place at 145. Another guy that grew a little bit. Jumping up 3 weights.
I almost didn't recognize him when I saw him. Yeah, obviously Nick Hall, one of the premier wrestlers here in Delaware. You mentioned just 2 weeks last year.
So Clarence Lloyd,
crazy.
You can contact me through the, if you're a Facebook guy, you can contact me through the 302 Sports or the Delaware Live Sports Facebook direct message, and we'll get you hooked up. Give me an address, and we'll get you hooked up with your Surf Bagel gift certificate.
Yeah, nice little maybe a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel for breakfast.
Cape Classic wrap. With their homemade chips.
Yeah.
Carson Kiss from Sally's, head on over to the podium area, please.
So we're waiting for the matches around us to finish, and I think they just wrapped up.
The top 6 place finishers at 145.
Benny, if you're a football fan, the Jaguars are beating the Colts.
Uh-oh.
Steelers and Ravens, one of those teams could get in here. Can't take a shot at Carson Wentz on the broadcast.
There
right?
you speaking of North Dakota State.
Yeah.
Delaware Military Academy. In 3rd place, we have Timothy Luciano Platzi. And in 2nd
Seems like yesterday we were here at the Delcastle Invitational back in 2013,
yeah.
right? It's just like, they've done a good job of keeping everything here together and year in and year out. Getting some great talent here in the state of Delaware back here at Delcastle. And
Nick Hall has pinned his way to the finals. He had a pin over Barkowski of Slays-Anham in the semis. Simpson with a 10-7 win over Timothy Edinger, the number 3 seed.
Now wrestling.
Simpson ranked number 3 in the weight. Some of that's going to change. I'm going to have to borrow Jay's bunker.
yeah, I could get down there. I could give you the code, the PIN code to get in. We're on double duty today. I think they should be underway now for St. Elizabeth's and Sally's basketball. There's those heavy hands again from Nick Hall.
I like it.
I heard that one from here. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll tell you, that can just...
If you're going to wrestle in college, you better get ready for it.
Yeah, that'll change the tone of a match real quick. Nice shot, though, by Drew Simpson here early to get in on that single.
And had some crazy basketball yesterday, too, on Delaware Live Sports with Seaford Middletown coming down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a great early basketball matchup for us.
Simpson trying to figure out how to get these legs on the wrap out of his armpits.
And wouldn't a takedown against Nick Hall early be just, big?
Yeah.
But, again, that was a great shot, and he may, find another shot like that throughout the match. But if he was able to finish that one, that would have been big. But good job by Nick Hall to fight it off, stalemate, and back to neutral.
0-0 out of 170. Hall, a two-time state champ here at Caravel Academy. And maybe last year one of the most classic matches ever in the history of Delaware wrestling. Two-time state champs. It went down to overtime.
That was, and that one again, like we talked about, might have been the best one we've seen.
Right.
You just try to think of matches with similar environments.
Right.
And that one might have been the best match on match, but there's been some other ones that maybe the match wasn't as good, but the build-ups. And so I remember Caleb Lemaire and Clint Ferrazzo that year in the finals, and at the team states when Buckworth wrestled Broomall, and some good ones. And that one last year might have been the best.
Oh, here comes Hall looking for the pin.
He's going to get it.
And he gets it. Nick Hall with the pin. At 170 pounds, he's your Delcastle champion.
Simpson came out, looked good there, got in on a nice deep shot early in the match, and Nick Hall, though, kept his composure as we know he does, and able to get the victory.
And you talk about the duels. Remember those string of duels where the finals between the Riders and the Spartans, and
and
I think 3 years in a row they met. Oh no, 1 year Sussex Central got in.
Our my senior year when we won more matches against Smyrna, and they beat us with the bonus points by like 2 or 3, and then it was a CR Smyrna final, I believe. That was a good one. And
the year before that, I think you guys met, CR and St. Mark's met in the finals in 2011.
Yep. Some good wrestling in Delaware back then, still today.
So we're going to have another DMA Caravel matchup here at 182 with Hayden Moani. Hayden Moani is the son of former Dover state champ.
Got the genes.
Yeah. Also a JUCO champ, I believe. He's up against Matt Duarte of Caravel. Duarte state finals last year. He got to the finals with a pin over Giovanni Sama of Salesianum. And Moani, the big upset over Greg Long with a pin. And it wasn't, I got a text earlier. Somebody said, was that a fluke? Did he just catch him? I said, it was a wrist and a half.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that, those are the kind of questions you get after people check and see, pin or.
Right, Moani seeded 6th coming into this tournament. And he finds himself in the finals.
So again, just waiting here on our right. They're beginning third period at 170.
Well, let's just go ahead and take a commercial timeout and make my sponsors happy. Folks, we'll be right back.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
And welcome back to the Delcastle Invitational Finals. We move to 182 pounds. And we already talked them up. And Hayden Moani, the surprise here at the 6th seed. As we've been discussing so far, some of who we think should be outstanding, or the hammer of the night. And Hayden Moani gets a win here. I mean, he's got to be in the conversation.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, now with the extra time before the match, it's definitely the most time we've had pre-finals match with, I believe the match over right maybe went into overtime at 170. But these guys have been pacing up in front of us here, Matt's side, for almost about 15 minutes now.
Hey, coming up, we're going to see a Woodbridge Blue Raider.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. Ellis Cannon.
Make the trip up here and
Bug,
get after it.
Got his hands full with Max Agresti, the double All-American at Fargo this year.
Yeah, he's been really good. I know I say that, but
you want to talk about on a mission?
Yeah.
I mean, he's lost in the grown. He lost in the grown twice last year, and then his freshman year. And I would say anybody at 195 stay off the tracks.
Yeah.
Because the Agresti train's coming through. But
he's
going to have a freak athlete in Ellis Cannon tonight. And that's just what Cannon is, an athlete. So here we go, 182 pounds from Delaware Military Academy, Hayden Moani. Again, like I said, bloodline there. Father was a state champ at Dover, was a JUCO national champ. He's 5-2 on the season. He's currently not ranked. I'm sure that's going to change. And he's up against Matt Duarte, state finalist last year. He's 12-5 on the season, currently ranked number 3 at 182 pounds. That's the weight class that's got the cork on it, known as the Grown from Sussex Central.
He was a lot of fun to watch last year, too, on his run.
So here we go, 182 pounds underway. One thing I can tell you about Moani in his semifinal match, this kid is strong.
And when you're at 195 and you're that strong, you can give some, maybe a little bit better wrestlers some fits.
Right. Again, DMA in the navy blue and gold. Caravel in the gray, white, and burgundy. Shot by
nice job by
Duarte. He's got a nice little fireman's carry.
Yeah, he set that up perfectly, a little push-pull, and came right. Momentum took right into him, and Duarte able to pitch him over, just out of play.
This and 3 more weight classes to go here at the Delcastle Invitational. I'm Benny Mitchell with Nick Alessandrini, Kristen Mitchell on the camera. Moani made a little noise last year at the state tournament.
You know, that's how it usually starts.
Finished 8th at 170. Oh, in on a blast double, but they're going to go out of bounds.
Duarte, good reaction time there to be able to get his hips back a little bit, because if he just had a little bit more pull on that double, he was taking him out, and Moani a little bit shaken up there. Maybe took a
Moani
cut.
put the work in this summer. He did some freestyle Greco.
He's got the Olympic shoes on, I think he's wearing.
Right.
And we talked about that. That's where you make most of your improvements in the off season. I love to see it.
43 seconds to go here in the first period, no score. Duarte was a state finalist last year. I believe he lost to Griffith from Sanford. Justin Griffith, the 2-timer.
It's heavy hands.
Oh, shot to the right leg.
And he did it perfect.
Duarte.
Clubbed the head, opened that leg right up. Can he finish? Moani doing a good job
Dropping
here.
those hips. Hip slide. Cross face, go behind. That's what he's looking to do here with 10 seconds left. He took a peek at the clock to see if he had some time.
Big, strong kid, too. That helps. Looks like it's going to go 0-0 to 2.
So we'll move to the second period, 0-0. A lot of those today. Early in the season, just kind of like feel each other out and see what we got there. Duarte takes that shot late.
He did a great job of setting it up, though, dude, Duarte. Like I said, if he's able to push, pull, circle, circle, and he had some openings there. So we'll see if
Duarte came out of Vinny Ronaldo's Alpha Dogs. Vinny Ronaldo, state record holder in wins. A couple 8th graders, or now 9th graders, and Poor, who's in 11th grade, looking to put an end to that record.
Yeah.
They're going to. They too will have 5 shots at it, 5 years. And Duarte complaining about a headbutt. Fireman's attempt. Oh, spins out. Almost went behind off of it.
And it's crazy.
Moani, yeah.
Duarte's so deep on these fireman shots. Like, they're set up perfectly. He has them right there. He's just not finishing. He's got to be able to take that through.
That must have been the behave whistle.
Yeah, maybe some extra, those collar, those heavy ties and those hands on the head. See, battling, hand fighting here. Right now, Duarte has the control when they're like this. He's able to set up his shots, and let's see if Moani can maybe find an opening here. Trying to pass that elbow.
Almost took out the camera.
Too strong of a collar tie there from Duarte, and Moani again looked like he tried to pass that elbow to set up that left leg, but Duarte too solid there in the neutral.
And here they come towards the announcer's table. There's that fireman's again. Hayden Moani has crazy hips.
Yeah. And when you're that strong, and like you said, Duarte's getting these clean shots. These are clean, good shots he's getting in on. But when you're that big, that strong, and you got hips like that, it makes it so much tougher to finish. And he does have some size on Duarte, as we're seeing. And that's
wondering how much play wrestling DMA does, because that's where you learn that those kinds of crazy hip skills. Is, doing the what I like to call play wrestling.
Yeah. They're trying to work off that left elbow.
30 to go. Moani with a 1-0 lead. Just wondering if Duarte's starting to get frustrated, because like you said, he's been on 4 or 5 really deep shots. And there's Moani, drives him out of bounds with the double leg.
And that was another good shot by Moani that he was close to landing. And Duarte is exerting himself just a little bit more out there. He's the one that's taking those fireman shots, and Moani's been hanged out over top of him, kind of putting his weight on him. And honestly, if you're Duarte, I think you're okay with this. It gives you a little breather.
Right.
Because the one thing I was going for Moani was he just seems like he's a little bit, a little bit more, because he's the one that's doing most of the defense here in this one. He might have a little bit more juice going into period number 3.
See, when I was doing the rankings, I got a text that said, better keep Hayden Moani on your radar. I said he's already on my radar, but he hasn't been on the mat yet. I don't know where he's going to be.
Can't put him in the rankings so you get him on the mat.
Got to find out where he's going to be. Buddy Lloyd, the winner of our Surf Bagel gift certificate. I think he waits. He gives everybody else a chance.
He knows his stuff.
He does, absolutely does.
Only answers if you have no other answer pops up.
All right, if you're not going to answer it, I'll answer it. Longtime Smyrna coach, Smyrna administrator, and on the state wrestling committee.
So now here we go, Benny. Moani, again, bigger guy on top. Haven't seen him on top yet.
Right.
And right away, Duarte able to get away. I was wondering what his game plan was going to be there. But here we go, right back to where we've seen him. 1-to-1, back in neutral. This is where most of the fun has been taking place. A couple near takedowns.
He's starting to show underhook here. He hasn't shown that so far in this match. He's been, been more snap and that blast double. Now he's showing a little bit of underhook on the right side.
Which, if I'm him, why not? You got the size.
Right.
Get it up there and, throw him up there a little bit. I believe, Duarte maybe got poked in the eye.
Maybe got a finger to the eye, yeah.
Come on, Hayden, get in there. Let's go. It's all right. It's all right. Let's go.
So head coach Mike Welch going to talk to the referee about, they're talking headbutt.
Yeah, what they're saying is I guess he's setting his hands up, and instead on his shots, he's pushing his head forward instead of.
Well, let's see if he works the call here.
Yeah.
Right on him. And Wyatt Simmons from Polytech. Right on him. Right on him. Get your two.
It looks more like he's grinding to me, but he's forehead to forehead where you want to be.
Yeah, especially when you get to these weight classes,
Right.
182, 195, 220. Heavyweight, you'll see that for sure, obviously.
Yeah, Duarte, he's starting to show some frustration now. I mean, he has again. Oh, in on a blast double again.
And Duarte, again, not happy with it. And now I think they're talking about the same thing. I'm a little confused, but
he's level. That one there was a level change blast double.
Yeah.
If you drop your head for defense, you drop your head for defense. You're going to take that.
I agree. I don't see anything, at least in the last few minutes, that have struck my attention in terms of anything like that. It's just
I mean, Duarte's doing a great job of head hands defense.
Yeah.
He's taking a beating from Moani coming full steam with that blast double.
Good defense there from Moani. Now, Moani's got to be careful. I guess he doesn't have a stalling yet with 30 to go, but they're going to hit him with it soon.
Right. There it is. Wow. The Swami next to me here. 20 seconds to go here. Shot by Duarte in deep again. This time Moani gets to the ankle.
He's got to go heavy hips, get those legs back. Duarte here, good shot.
And Moani with a blast double, but time runs out and they go out of bounds. We're going to overtime.
This is a good one, Benny. We've got a good one here.
1 minute overtime.
And again, both of these guys have had some shots. Duarte more so than Moani, but he's had a few doubles that could have went. So this could go either way here. Is it going to be a fireman's or is it going to be a double?
Right. Or is somebody going to get a little go behind off the other guy's shot? Double leg by Moani. Front headlock
See,
by
here
Duarte.
that's the counter now from Duarte. He figured it out, I think. And if you're Duarte, that's what you're going to want to do again because you know that's coming.
Right.
Be ready defensively to snap.
Moani's not going to change what he's doing.
No, he's not. And he's not starting that. He's starting pretty far away on these doubles also.
I just hope he doesn't come this way with one.
Don't jinx it. I think they might.
I got the laptop. You got the soundboard.
Yeah, I'll try to block the camera.
Yeah, the bottom guy. I got plenty of cameras. And there's Moani in on a shot on the edge. Out of bounds. 18 seconds to go.
Whenever he gets it on that shot, by the time he gets that long double, he's right on the edge. And Duarte's kind of playing that here.
Shot by Duarte again.
He's got a crossface.
Moani with the hips. Looks like he's going to go near side cradle. Moani with the takedown in overtime.
Wow.
3-1 victory for Hayden Moani.
And there it kind of looked like the size wore him down a little bit.
Right.
Not sure what they came in weighing at, but Moani's size and strength took a toll on Duarte through 3-4 periods. And he didn't. I don't think he's going to shake the hand.
Great match by both guys. It was a battle in overtime. Hayden Moani coming out on top. So we're going to move to 195. And we got from Salesianum, Max Agresti. And from Woodbridge, Ellis Cannon. Hasn't wrestled since he was a freshman in high school.
How about that? And, you see similar things. Benny, somebody Trey had a chance to wrestle Mike Valania back in 2013. Valania did the same thing, came back as a senior.
Right.
So he's got the talent, in the arsenal. It's just a fact of kind of getting it back here. How do you get back into a rhythm? Because it's tough when you take that long off.
Right, and who do I get? I get Max Agresti.
Yeah, that's toughest match of the year for sure.
All right. So I think we're finishing up. We're ready to go.
Here we go. We mentioned it. Cannon fired up for this one.
And gets a takedown right away. Does Cannon. And he wants to put him up. They call him Bug.
And we talked about those heavy hits, those heavy on top on the hands, and he's just like that. He has to carry real heavy hands.
Right. All state on both sides of the ball in football this year for the Woodbridge Blue Raiders, and they go out of bounds.
And again, if you're Agresti, obviously, All-American, Beast of the East finalist, but this is a different type of wrestler you're facing here in the Delcastle finals.
Right.
It's going to take a different style to win this match. You just got to stay calm and, keep your technical stuff about you. And you got to take the initial beating in the first period because he's coming at you hard. That's all.
Agresti ranked #1 in the state. 17-1 on the 7th, third at the Beast of the East, and they go out of bounds. And Ellis Cannon did not wrestle last year. He's 3-0 in the season. All three of those wins came here.
Yeah, how about that? That's such an interesting story.
And Cannon's body posture not so good right now.
Again, you haven't wrestled this long, 3 matches so far in your career. It's hard to keep that type of intensity, movement, and pressure for 6 minutes.
Right.
And you see starting to take a little bit of a dip down here early in energy.
Yeah, understanding the out-of-bounds rule, because this got him a couple years ago in the state duels. He didn't quite understand the backing out. So you see him trying to circle back in.
Mm-hmm.
That was a club there. Wow. Oh, snap, go behind by Agresti. going to go to the second period. 3-2 lead for Max Agresti for Salesianum. And I think we're seeing the lack of 2 years of wrestling right now because Cannon in a little trouble getting to his feet at the end of the first period. But he came out with both guns firing.
Yes, he did 100%. He was 110% from the whistle, from the first whistle.
Agresti going to take the bottom position.
But there is no other conditioning in the world like there is wrestling.
None.
You can't, I mean, no matter what you're doing for the time that you take off, it will not compensate for what you're missing out on the mat. So
Cannon's going to give him the free release. He wants to be on his feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coached by Brandon Dooley. Was it St. Elizabeth's last year, but came down when Dad made the move to Bridgeville to be the head football coach and the athletic director. Oh, he walked right into that single leg.
See if he can finish, and he can.
And we're going to get a slam on Agresti. And he did go, looked like he went head first.
Yeah, it didn't land well. I got to hope Cannon's okay, and especially someone as tough as he is, for him to stay down like this, you know. It probably
he jumps up. If he's not hurt, he jumps up.
Yeah, so you got to hope he's okay here.
And he's moving, but he's not. I think they're going to take extra special care here because he's still face down. Now he's got his head up. So
yeah, so they're going to do recovery time and instead of blood time, he said. So 2 minutes are on the clock. Yeah, just a step lift. It got a little bit away from Agresti, and
wow, and you got Cannon yanking on your head too.
He's exactly right.
Nothing intentional there, but
no, yeah, for sure.
Top 6 place finishers at 170 to the podium.
Cannon in the air saying, "I can score here." Next thing you know, you're on the top of your head.
Yeah. I tell you, he came out with a fire, though. And like I said, he had the first takedown against Agresti.
Right in front of us, almost in our lap.
So he went up. He was up 2-1 early in this one, and again, just 4-3 as it stands right now. But
well, I'm sure they're going to take the full 2 minutes. We're down to 20 seconds here, and head and neck injuries are not things you play around with. And
no.
I think they learned that from the 80s, and that's why I walk funny and wake up stiff in the morning. And
they have learned a lot.
The old rub dirt on it and shake it off, walk it off, doesn't work anymore.
Doesn't work anymore.
So we're down to end of recovery time.
Amazing what science can do. And it looks like, you just got to hope at this point that he's able to continue.
Right.
Because the time is out. He's out of recovery time.
He's going to wrestle.
All right, so
hold on. He's
all right.
Holding his ribs. I think he's going to. Great sportsmanship by Agresti.
Yeah, Agresti, always been like that.
I got a minute 37 on the clock.
Oh, yeah. I think they ran the rest of the second period off as recovery time. But, yeah, it's definitely.
I think
it's not the third period. Yeah.
That happened early.
And we might have to lend them a helping hand here.
Yeah.
And maybe tell how much to 137?
I have 137 on my clock. No, they're going third period. They're going third period. All right, hold on, let me reset here.
I don't mean to sound, out of the loop here on the air, but is that possible?
I guess it's going to happen. It's 5-4 Agresti.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
No. Yeah, Agresti took down. He put him up. Agresti shot.
They took
Then
off
there was the slam.
A minute and a half.
We lost the second period.
We lost the second period.
Guys need help.
It's been a long day for everybody, I guess,
All right. 4-3 here.
I was going to say, realistically speaking, I mean, if you're the person that has to be happy about that is Cannon, in my opinion, down
he's
by
still
1.
holding his ribs.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much, unfortunately.
All right. 3 takedown for Agresti. And Agresti going with a hazard roll, getting some swipes, and probably the pin.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he's kind of just looked like a pin there, but keep it rolling.
Holding 3 back. And awards him 9-3, Max Agresti. And they go out of bounds.
Just waiting for somebody to notice
that they missed a period?
Yeah.
There's no quitting Alice Cannon. He's going to finish his match.
Man, I'll tell you.
Well, I thought he took it on the head, but I guess he maybe took it more on the ribs and the back.
Yeah, I thought it was more neck to back area. But like you said, this being his 4th match back this year, and you get All-American Max Agresti. You know,
and you're in the match.
Exactly. He really was, and that'll wake you up for the rest of the year for sure, and kind of welcome him back into the fold of wrestling here. But
Agresti looking to go cross-face cradle.
Short time.
And we got a warning on the bottom guy.
Yeah, like we said, he's just trying to finish the match. And right now, I believe it should be 10-3 after they gave Agresti a point, but I don't think they.
I have 10-3.
Yeah, they didn't put it on the on the.
This has been a little bit of a comedy of errors in this one. That's it. Max Agresti with the 10-3 victory over Alice Cannon.
Top 6 place finishes at 170 in 6th place. We have Xavier Moore with that line.
He is your champion at 195 pounds.
Joe Gaines, Sussex Tech. In 4th place, we have Penn Borkowski, Louisiana. And in 3rd place, we have Timothy Edinger of Hudson. In 2nd place, we have Drew Simpson, Delaware Military.
So DMA and Salesian
At 170.
here at 220.
Carabel Academy.
2 matches left in the night. And we got Tyler August out of DMA.
I believe he's the catcher on the baseball
and
team.
pitcher, yeah.
He's maybe one of the all-state players, and they won the baseball state championship first ever for DMA in the spring.
His father's coach over Wilmington College. Blue Hen Hall of Famer.
On our championship map, we have Tyler
Now, is this the Miller younger brother?
Yep.
That I remember from a couple years ago.
He got hurt last year at the state tournament. They have him listed as James. I thought his name was Frank. Maybe I don't know. I call him Frank Miller. Shot in by August, and he gets the 2. Miller ranked #1 in the state. He's a sophomore. He's 6-3 on the season. He finished 6th last year at 195. He had to default out after an injury, as you see the knee brace on the left knee. And he's up against Tyler August, the #1 seed, ranked 3rd in the state, 5th at 182 last year. And Miller's going to get the release, 2-1 for Tyler August. Shot, another
nice shot.
Yeah. He's going to get another takedown.
Yeah, 2 quick takedowns here in the first period for August.
Ranked #3 in the state, taking it to the top guy. I don't know if he was a DMA football player or not. I know he's a 2-sport athlete.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. Yeah, no, big baseball player. Good to
4-1
see
lead
that
for
here.
August. 30 seconds ago. This may be the most active first period we had, other than 195.
Yeah, yeah. That one came out real active.
And I tell you what, those two guys, they used every inch of the mat in that match.
Yes, they did. And if Cannon hadn't gotten hurt, it would have been even more,
Right,
I think,
right.
back and forth.
Yeah, I think between being out of wrestling shape and hurting your ribs.
Yeah, that's a tough break. And like we said, if there's one or two guys you don't want to run into at this tournament, no
Right.
matter what weight class, you think of the Poors and
Right.
some Carriel kids, and then you think
Max
Max
Agresti,
Agresti.
yeah.
So
And that's the end of the first period. 4-1 lead for August out of the Delaware Military Academy. You're watching Delaware Live Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Nick, Allison Drini. A little bit of upstate, downstate collaboration
a
here.
little combo going on out here. Again, in states, I'll be making the trip to your home.
That's
and
right.
You made the trip down to my territory
right.
here today. Delcastle, a little 7-8 minute drive for me.
Hour and a half for me. And I'm not going to the beach. That's the bad part of it.
You're right. I'll give you that.
I'm driving an hour and a half, and I'm going to Wilmington.
I'll give you that.
My apologies to all the Wilmington folks out there. Still love you.
So good job by August there, and he's wrestled a really good match so far, both offensively and defensively. We'll see what he does here. We got just a 4-2 lead.
Shot,
There it
another
is,
shot
that
by
clip
August,
single.
yeah.
He's hit that 3 times today with that level. He level changes and is able to find that inside of the foot.
This 220 is going to be a competitive weight class. You got DV ranked number 2. He has a win over August.
But a good job here from Miller.
All right.
So again,
Gonna
once
go
you get in on
potentially
those,
dangerous.
once you get in on those clip singles like that, August got to clip the back end of that ankle and stick that shoulder right into the calf area, push him down. But that time looked like a high crotch and chain wrestling there.
Yeah, there's another takedown by August.
He looks
And out of
good in
bounds.
this
yes,
one.
He does.
Yeah, Miller started off a little
He
bit slow.
He lost to DV at the Beast. I believe it was a 1-point match.
Yeah, some of those matches at the Beast are, no matter who you're wrestling in,
Right.
it's a different environment. And
There's been a bunch of Millers come through this.
yeah, I was going to
Louisiana
say, I
program.
wasn't sure,
I think
which
there's
one.
4 or 5 of them.
I think they had one when I was there.
Yeah, you did. They did. It was state champ.
I must have been
Joe,
a little
I
bit
think?
younger than me, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
On the edge. And out of bounds.
Now, again, if you're August, you're in real good position here. Looked like he might have hurt that right shoulder.
Right. Ignore the score, folks. I got the red and green backwards, but it is August leading 6-2, although he is wearing the red ankle band.
And, yeah, he's giving good pressure on
Yes,
top.
he is. Good forward pressure, right?
Yeah, again, I haven't had a chance to check him out at all, but this is, he's wrestling, better than I expected to see
Right.
for the first time.
Dual meet season heats up starting this week. You got on Tuesday
yeah.
night, you got Salesianum and Caravel. On Wednesday night, myself and Scott Cameron will have the call as number 2 Smyrna visits number 1 Cape and Lopin.
Should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
A really good one.
We will be Matt side here with Delaware Live Sports.
So guess we won't see. I mean, I'm not sure when we'll be back at Buffalo Wild Wings, but
Yeah, really.
I'm sure on Wednesday
Well, I
night
won't
I'd
just-
rather be at that match.
Wednesday nights I'll be at a wrestling match somewhere anyways. I have to start. I took my Christmas tree down and said, Pat won't be happy with my videos. He loved my
That's right. It
Christmas
seems like
tree.
it's been a little while
Right.
since we've had some of those.
And underway in the third period. At 220 pounds. Delcastle Invitational, Benny Mitchell, Nick Allison Drini. mat side, and I mean mat side, the legs of the table right at the edge of the mat.
You know, it's honestly amazing we haven't had more action here besides with Moani and Duarte.
Right.
We've been staying safe over here for the most part. But again, I've been really impressed with August here in this match. Obviously, a minute and a half to go. He's up by 4. And now, you know, he's on the bottom position, but he's wrestled a great match.
And he's going to come out and right into a double leg. And they're going to go.
Oh, that's 2.
1, he says.
Well, that's why I'm over here.
Right.
And but Miller's looks a step slow to me today.
Yeah,
I
think you're right.
He doesn't look like himself. So again, not sure what that is, but
9th match of the season. 10th match of the season. Takes a shot from a long distance. Yeah, he's in on a shot. Gets the single. Gets the takedown as Miller, and he cuts the score to 7-4.
Yeah, August keeps checking the clock there. He's going to have to go another 40 seconds. So
trying to go like maybe a little mousetrap here, or and gets himself in trouble. And
tried to set something up there for Miller. You're trailing by a lot, and good job by August not to give it up. Looks like he may have him there.
Yeah,
or he did for a second.
The low leg cradle. But
there's that other shoulder blade.
Yeah, 3 back for August. He goes up, builds a major decision. And he's going to pick up 3 more. So a 15-4 major decision for Tyler August as he knocks off the #1 wrestler in the state.
And he did it. And I mean, he dominated the match. It was August from start to finish. From that first whistle, he got that first takedown and did not let up. That was all Tyler August, and a big win there for the championship here at Delcastle at 220. And not only that, he's going to be maybe clinching up those rankings now, Benny.
And it's time for the big guys. We're going to have a Highlander on the mat. You talked about the Red Lion. You know, when was the last time a McKean Highlander?
That's a great question. Got a Spartan on mat #1.
All right.
How about that? A Highlander here. And again, DMA putting a lot of guys, obviously, just like Caravel and Sally's here. Those are the 3 teams we talked about to try meet in the finals, like you mentioned earlier, and it's been just that. And
in 5th place, we have
number 1 seed, number 5th ranked Theo Kerr of McKean.
4th place, we have David DeCampo.
He is ranked number 5 in the state. He's 18-1 on the season, and he's taking on the freshman,
2nd place, we have
Cale Deningris, out of Delaware Military Academy.
182 pounds from Delaware Military Academy.
yeah, I believe he grew up in Pennsylvania. Was a big part of that DMA football program this year. Offensive and defensive line was a standout tackle for them, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And lucky for the Seahawks, he's a wrestler too.
Yeah, Smyrna kid. His dad wrestled at Dover.
How about that?
So Deningris, a freshman, he's ranked number 3 in the state. So number 3 versus number 5.
DMA looking for back-to-back champs here, and could have 3 out of the last 4 weight classes.
Now wrestling on mat 1, Luzio, Caravel Academy, Selman for St. Lawrence. On our championship mat, we have Theo Kerr.
So here we go, underway, the last match of the night. 285 pounds, Theo Kerr of McKean. Cale Deningris of Delaware Military. McKean in the green, white, gray, black, a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
I think that's a blue. And the blue and gold of DMA. Kerr looks a little undersized. He can maybe get down to 220. And Deningris with the first takedown.
Yeah, locked him up.
Deningris could be a problem at the end of the year.
I agree. I'm with you. And again, just a freshman, you look up and down those rankings at 285, and it's all seniors.
Yeah.
So,
right.
you know, him as a 9th grader, a chance to get in the mix this year.
Is this another Kevin Hudson situation here? You know, 4 years in the.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could think that way.
Right.
If he, like you said, it's a name to look out for come tournament time. If he's able to put together a nice season here, you know, get his feet wet here early and kind of figure it out come February, you could be right about that.
I mean, Kevin Hudson, that seemed like he wrestled for 6-7 years. He was, you know,
yeah, really
heavyweight in the finals. And
yeah, you think heavyweight, at least recent memory, you think Hudson.
3-timer. Was just not far from being a 4-timer. Lost to Hunter Ballback at DMA as a freshman. And Carr able to come to his feet, gets the escape. We got 2-1 here.
Now if you're Denigris.
Oh, and he's in on a double leg.
That's a nice job there. You got to get around back.
Right. You got to finish that there.
Yes, he does. I think he might have thought he had it, maybe.
And Denigris with another takedown. Denigris looking for smelling blood in the water. Gets 2 back.
How about
he's
that?
He's up 6-1.
Kerr has done a great job of fighting. I mean, when you got all that weight from Denigris on you and your shoulder blades are to the mat, he fought right off of there. Denigris got to try to, you know, settle down, settle back, and sink that weight onto him. Because Kerr, though, is smaller. He's strong under there.
Denigris goes far side cradle. And out of bounds with 25 seconds on the restart.
Benny, our time is shrinking until we have to pick.
I got mine, I think.
Not yours. And I think, oh, yeah.
Think?
That's a great one.
Yeah.
And I know we were talking about some other guys before that match happened, and then that match happened.
Right.
Yeah, I think I might have to agree with you there for sure.
So coming up after this match, folks, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll announce our outstanding wrestler, the Hammer of the Night, the coveted Henlip Hammer Award.
Oh, I hear people talk about it all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
I was at the
Wrestler.
Walgreens the other day.
Yeah.
People were talking about it. But a great first period at Denigris here.
Yeah, the heavyweights putting points on the board.
Yeah, exactly right.
That'd be the end of the first period. Cale Denigris takes a 6-1 lead.
See what Kerr decides to choose here.
Talking around to some of the coaches and wrestlers throughout the state, and COVID hit hard, but it hit at the right time.
Yeah.
It hit during that Christmas vacation. I had it.
Yeah.
Christmas Day. I'd spent most of Christmas Day in bed.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say 75% of the people I talked to in the last 2 weeks had gotten it. It's really been a crazy last few weeks, but you're right. You know, rather now than January,
big mat return with an arm bar.
Yeah. Denigris, that might have been head to the mat.
That's going to be potentially dangerous.
Denigris right up, though. Kind of didn't look shaken up by it at all. Could have kept wrestling.
I like the heavyweights that get after it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
The 1-0s.
Yeah, the 0-0 going to the third period.
Then pulls the Denigris back. Denigris pulls his head out. They got to get off their knees. Both these guys got to get off their knees. And Kerr looking for that headlock. No change. I mean, right now, it's early in the season. Denigris kind of wrestling like a freshman, like a freshman heavyweight. And they're gonna fix that.
Exactly
and,
right. I agree with you. And he's still looking at a 6-1
come the last Saturday in February, this kid could be a problem.
I guarantee. Again, they got great coaches over there, and he will be ready for sure. And again, that's with a 6-1 lead here over Kerr in the second period. Again, not a perfect match for him, but like you said, wrestling like a freshman.
Right.
Just a couple of those quick, chain wrestling moves where he's got to get his hips up, or just a tad quicker is the only thing, you would say about him here.
Things are slowing down a little bit right now in this match. There's a good 45 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm with you. And if you're Kerr, now you got to Denigris a little bit tired. You might want to try to go to work here, but he's looking at the clock himself. So, I mean, steady looking at the clock with around 45 seconds. So both of these guys getting tired there. And if you're Curry, you're just going to have to try to find a move here on time. You got to try to get a turn.
Yeah, I was thinking get one here and then do it in the next period. But
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He seems to be just take everything to the third period.
Yeah.
And they're going to get a locked hands on that, and another point to Deningris at the end of the period, and we're going to move to the third.
And it's just looking a little bit too like the size getting a little bit into the into Kerr's way a little bit, trying to throw and toss Denigris around.
Well, the maturity helped Kerr through the first couple periods in that period, but the size of Deningris.
Yeah.
And a couple of those, battles on their knees and. Two minutes left in our night here, folks. We'll come back with our outstanding wrestler and wrap it up here on Delaware Live Sports. Trying to eye up the young man now. Make sure he's ready. Neutral position, 7-1 lead for Cale Deningris.
If you're Denigris, just be smart here, obviously. With heavyweights, you can go to your back in a split second.
Maybe get another takedown, a safe one.
And you see him trying to lock up a headlock.
And take down Deningris. He goes up 9-1. He's built that major decision. And they go out of bounds, and he was looking for a fall.
Yeah, trying to keep that weight in there. Kerr tried to go headlock late, a sloppy headlock late. And Denigris able to use that momentum and just push him forward, get the takedown.
Nine-1 lead, minute 35 to go here in the final period. Whoa, just kind of threw him off.
That's the kind of match it's been, though. That switch, that's kind of what we see about both. Some of the moves that they're hitting, a little loose, but working this match, and now you see him on top there, locking it up.
I'm not sure what he has right here. Whatever it was that gave Deningris a leg.
And that's what I'm talking about. You got, if you're Denigris, again, something like that, you could roll over. You got a minute to go here. Just got to be smart. And if you're Kerr, again, you got to try some more crazy stuff like that.
Right. So stalemate with 58 seconds to go. Deningris on bottom.
And if you're Kerr,
I think the mask rule's been thrown out the window, by the way.
I forgot that was a rule set. But if you're at Kerr at this point, you're not really doing much on top here. You might just want to cut him and try to take him to the mat.
Yeah, if you don't want to wear your mask, be the 14th match of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you let him get here, then you got to try to lock something up over top. You're not going to be content with just Matt returning him to the mat here on top. But, 45 seconds, we'll see what happens.
McKean, that's a Brandywine District School, isn't it? Oh, my, got the cradle and getting the swipes.
And a good job by Denigris to fight. But if you're Curry, you got to sink that half in. You're going to have to sink the half in somehow.
Yeah, he's over the arm.
Yeah, he's over the arm. That's not going to do it.
Holding 3. And awards 3.
Well, you got to get 3 more here.
McKean, is that a Brandywine District School? Is that it's up in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right around here. It's right there around here.
Oh, going with the hook. And Deningris rolls out of it, and that's the match.
Wow, that literally had a chance of going overtime there at the end. That was
9-6 victory.
Good job,
Deningris is your champion at 285. He's a freshman. Folks, we'll be right back with our outstanding wrestler, tonight's Hammer of the Night.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now. High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our...
And welcome back to the Delcastle Invitational Tournament, and we're with our outstanding wrestler, the Hammer Award, the Hammer of the Night, Hayden Moani of Delaware Military Academy. And Hayden, congratulations on your win. Tell us how it feels, you know, a young guy, sophomore, getting that first title.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here, and yeah, it feels great. It feels great.
So you came into the tournament unranked, and you took down number 5, and you took down number 3, and with a 3-1 sudden victory over Matt Duarte. Talk about that match. Take us through that match. It was a tough match. A lot of action. He got in deep, I don't know how many times on you, and we were over here saying that you have crazy hips.
Yeah, thank you.
So take us through that match. I mean, he maybe 7 or 8 times it looked like he had you taken down.
So yeah, basically whenever he would like get a high crotch or anything, I would try to grab the ankle and try to like flex my way out of it, or try to do some like funk out of it. But normally, you know, bigger guys aren't really that funky because they're bigger, obviously, right. And it's more the lighter weights that do it. But I just have a lot of strength and a lot of flexibility because, honestly, my sister helps with me a lot because she does gymnastics, and she tries to get me more flexible because I'm like a brick, obviously. I got a lot of muscle, and it's not good.
How much play wrestling do you guys do at practice? Do you do any play wrestling? Because your hip action tonight it just reminds me of guys just rolling around, seeing what happens.
Yeah, we do. So basically at practice, we do a lot of drilling, a lot of like everything else. But then at the end, we'll do a lot of live. And in that live, me and my partner will normally go off to the side because we're bumping up from our normal weight. And we got to sometimes conserve our weight. So we'll like a lot of flow wrestle.
Right. That's what I call play wrestling, flow wrestling.
Flow wrestle. Yeah. We'll do a lot of flow wrestle, get into a lot of different positions, and try to see what works and what doesn't work, and just try new things. And you never know until you actually see for yourself. It was
a bit of a battle tonight. Both of you had gas in the tank in that overtime. As a matter of fact, your takedown came off his shot. It looked like you were going to do that several times throughout the night. And talk about your conditioning because it was on point.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, my conditioning, we do a lot of conditioning. We do a lot of everything to help our stamina because in the earlier of the year, we learned that our stamina wasn't really the best. So our coaches have really been pushing us on our stamina, and we've been working on that every single day.
So I heard Dad back here behind the table tonight during your match. And what kind of pressure is that? Dad was a state champion. Not only that, he was a JUCO national champion. Is it pressure or is it just great advice?
It's a bit of both, I think. And in the match, sometimes or normally, a lot of people say that you can't hear everything, but it's pretty much impossible not to hear him. Yeah.
They heard him tonight because he was right behind our desk.
Yeah. At States last year, he actually lost his voice yelling at me to try to get a pin or anything. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations to Hayden Moani. He's our Hammer Award winner of the night from Delaware Military Academy. And, folks, we'll be right back with a wrap-up from Delcastle Invitational.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue. From our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exception.
And I'm back. Benny Mitchell with Nick Allison Jr. So, Nick, let's take it through the night. At 106 pounds, it was the 8th grader, Cliff Backus. He got an escape in the second period, and that was enough to hold off 1-0. Oh, that's right, you were in the parking lot for that one. So, Cliff Backus of Kerrville Academy, he gets the first weight. And then it was Eddie Radicke, the defending state champ, but he was in a battle with Cam Davis, 4-1. I think that's just about the time you came in at the
Yep,
Radicke
right at
match.
the end of that match. Yeah, I wanted to get here in time to check out Cam, but didn't get to. And Radicke, obviously riding that momentum from last year, another great start to his season.
So then at 120 pounds, Tommy Murray of William Penn, he gets the big throw in the first period for the 4 points, and he goes on to win 6-3. Big win for the William Penn Colonials.
Yeah, an upset win there over, I believe, Honecker from Salesianum, and Honecker ranked 3rd. He's going to be climbing up the ranks now. Does Murray at 120.
In our Ione specialty sandwiches match of the night, it was Luke Spoor, and he left no doubt that he's the #1 wrestler in the state at 126 pounds with the win over Carr.
He really didn't. As soon as the whistle blown, he had already gotten his 2 points about 5 seconds in, did not let up since. It was move after move, points after points, and he continues to show why he's so good here in Delaware and throughout the country.
And one of our great bouts of the night, the 3-2, 4 overtime victory. Dylan Knight over Daniel Williams. A little bit of controversy. A lot of people on the mat when it was over, but Dylan Knight ends up your champion at 132 pounds.
Yeah, that was one of the best matches, as we just talked about, of the night. Phenomenal one into overtime, and those two will see each other again down the road.
And at 138, we were sitting here talking, man, if nothing big happens, Daniel Sinclair is going to be our wrestler of the night, as he gets the 12-4 win over Barnes, and it shows he's now maybe the #1 guy in the weight class, but Hayden Moani erased all that. But Sinclair with a great match tonight.
Sinclair, like you said, we had him almost jotted down as the hammer of the match here, of the tournament here at Delcastle. What a match for him, and again, somebody to keep your eye out. He wants revenge from what happened to him in state finals last year.
Carson Kiss, he's your #2 ranked wrestler, 145 behind Frederick of Cape and Lopen. He goes out of here with all pins. He might be on a mission come late February.
Yeah, started off a little bit slow there in the beginning of the match, and then he picked it right up, and you saw him with the emotion even after the pin, So he was a great match for him, and he'll take that momentum going forward.
At 152 pounds, John Antonio, a 9-2 decision over Stephen Novak of DMA.
Yeah, another good one there. And Tony used to seeing him catch passes for the Buccaneers on the football field, doing it out here in the wrestling mat today. Made it look almost easy out there for Antonio.
The other Spoor, Alex Spoor, he comes out tech fall in the second period over the freshman Luke Spoor. He's going for 4 titles, and he looks like he's at that form right now. And we're not even out of January yet.
Exactly. Who knows what we're going to see come February. He may just be on 5 different levels. He's on a whole other level now. He might go up a few come February, but obviously we know what to expect with him, and he just reminded everybody again how good he is.
And his workout partner, he pins his way through the tournament. Nick Hall over Drew Simpson, the #3 ranked wrestler, 170.
Yeah, Nick Hall again. We talked about late start last year, coming in this year, and got to see him at Beast. Lost in the semis, still able to place. You know how much that means. And then here, just quick work like usual for him.
And our hammer of the night, Hayden Moani, man, he comes out, he gets the big win over Duarte. It was a battle, it was in overtime, but he just never took his foot off the gas.
Yeah, that was, again, probably my favorite match of the Delcastle Invitational here today and through the weekend. What a match that was, back and forth. Both guys very physical. It got physical, and those are the kind of matches you love to see. And obviously Moani coming out is our hammer of the tournament, but also out of the rankings, coming in to just storm to the top of that podium today. That was probably the biggest match.
That award brought to you by the Henlopen Hammers Wrestling Club. And then 195, Ellis Cannon comes out and says, double All-American who gets the first takedown, but then Agresti turns it around, and he's your champion at 195. Max Agresti, the 2-time All-American.
Yeah, and Agresti, again, maybe was a little bit thrown off by how hard Cannon had come out, and that was the one thing you told me before the match started. Watch how he comes out, and he was, hammering the head, collar ties, and he actually had the first takedown of the match. He led Max Agresti early in that one, but Agresti able to figure it out. Cannon took some rib injuries there later in the middle of the match, but Agresti is Agresti, and we knew he was going to come out on top in that one.
Tyler August, August, he shakes up the rankings at 220 like a game of Yahtzee as he knocks off the number 1 guy as he's coming from the number 3 ranked wrestler in the state. August with the big win at 220.
Big win. You said ranked 3rd, and he wrestled like he was the top guy in the state. He wrestled like he was ranked number 1 coming into this match. He led from wire to wire, and if you hadn't seen those 2 guys, you hadn't looked at rankings, and you came here to check out that match, well, you might have thought August was the number 1 seed coming in, and he wrestled that way today.
And then your last match of the night, Cale Deningris, the freshman out of Delaware Military, and what a night Delaware Military had here.
Yeah.
He beats Theo Kerr in a battle of 2 ranked wrestlers, and fast action starting, slowed down a little bit, but boy, the pace picked up for that last 30 seconds.
Yes, it did. And again, Kerr almost had Deningris. So Deningris was up the whole match, up almost 5, 6, 7 points.
Right.
Kerr almost able to turn him late in the match, got some bonus points, not enough to tie the match. However, Deningris wrestled a good match, takes home the championship, but again, he's a freshman and he's going to get better. Not all what you saw here is what you mentioned you're going to see in February.
So that's a wrap, folks, for Kristen Mitchell and Nick Alessandrini. I'm Benny Mitchell on the Delaware Live Sports. We'll see you this week. I know we're going to see you Wednesday night with Smyrna and Cape and Open. We might be seeing us Tuesday. Slazy and McCarava left here with some bad blood, and they're going to go at Tuesday night, and we might just have to be there to capture all of it. So for Nick Alessandrini, Kristen Mitchell, I'm Benny Mitchell, folks. Have a good night.